Inti 8:30 to 1:25 na draw no nso atimi abaso nti ene noon rush na efri awia kosi anwumre no eno so the main draw no nso atimi abaso nti na Thursday no anso na midweek nti na Thursday sa no ene nso fortune Thursday edian me de pa kid mu no fortune Thursday they make saka bibi say fortune favors the brave they say onye braver untimi nya fortunate I was wo akukuduro and a bit my fortunate inti meso o telephone number no woje number na che and I utimi gaga kra meji number that time na unim me ton 1.5 wo de anya ska gu bottom da umfa nya ska gu bottom da inti o number no ana ne also timi nya ska gu bottom o telephone number no o kana akotoe no oboka de bia tofu agum nanso kai number untimi fa nya ska gu bottom da o date of birth edu a wo celebrate your birthday wo saboka bound for date of birth enye skada me so akwanya no ani tamofon na dial star 959 hash 959 hash no kran star 959 no kran eno so number numbers day everywhere ade afu asase we so numbers enti meso for numbers nso epeska gu botom star 959 hash na me so ye draw no wo GTV every day biano Mondays to Sundays at drone ebaso as obi atmu say enei say na sitie midi anase mani ninya no drone ebaso ewo GTV nti ebo 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. ana is a drone ebaso 15 minutes per nti anwume na wotwe bia drone ebaso ewo GTV meso se hwebi na onso ahu de ekoso bia meso dwumadi a ye kan wasem se on register mobile money a untumi eni sa grow bi na emfa won phone na oyusu say ye yam say ye smartphone ni nyina utumi adidi sa grow bi eno an say wa dial star 959 hash eno an say wanya 18 years eko eno an say o phone wa register mobile money meso say open chemu bia nso a number we ana wo frɛ na onso watumi adi anyankyeremu no 0308 24 9477 0308 24 94 77 na onso watumi ayede any penifo din komo na enchemu bia ohwe bia no onsa atumi akasa nchemu no 590 mobile games no agiso eda wonsam into madama ana yede 730 sports show no so yede ebro live on sika 89.5 in the sanity Tiago ase Tiago na boko de
erade adom kopa
yede Christos
adom me ho yepa
yede nyamia sepa
na Nigeria for
almost say Daniel Lai edi game ne tia
yeah manya almost fans in the voice and some of the players in Swakasa
fans in the voice yes. Meti players ni bi nso interview ni adia na very interesting na no so hu ni say
kopa oya ade
Daniel Lai ade
yes Daniel oya ade kopa nya se bia me ye Ghana ni ntina
na okasa
yeah but ye hwe kwan a sisi an officiate akoduru na o hwe kwan a Daniel Lai fa so di bona kopa mema no 70%
70% ana do Daniel Lai
eno oya ade pa because na game and
yes we yanya EU
yes
when the best ni be close 75 for MCK no is 75 for
officiating on officiating minim referee obeka say anase team bia obeka so go through season nyina without complaining about officiating what I say ade a ene errors na nam
okay
enti no mo de nema bebre aba beka ho no
okay
so what I say and the Daniela ye na nura no minim referee bi onye bi owiase minim
okay
minim what I say and complaining the beba
but you fan say normal
but for so Robino o metwa ba Madrid bo bin so 18 mu referee say mo ma se goals no bebre ye nye kopa nema bebre no koso and game no lead here to extra time and penalties enti na aja for enuanom yi omo onfa nto machi
omo na aja
complain okopa me na me say complaints ne beba na minim and also mu goalkeeper na I was in Danelai ka so tim say sentin say Uganda no watch as a bet
Osimhen so you so rushing
say ebe koso bet kopa baby omo ho de koduru ya no koduru ya no
okay Lebarante no Olakunle Okubanjo obviously he's been biased looking at it we all expect this home advantage but it seems he's been extra biased and has made so many wrong calls. And the reason to say, don't forget he's a Ghanaian too, so we expected this bias on our rivalry. And we say Bernard Daniel to say he made so many poor decisions against us. Maybe because Morocco are the host nation, too many poor decisions against us. We also say even during the extra time, the commentator have been confused about the call he made, especially the corner kick. He decided was a goal kick, but the Victor Osimhen incident and I'll call X no so e bin so di ni o say the worst referee in AFCON 2026 you feno Rowizi Zetarius or no posted that the live picture was actually the worst referee in AFCON 2026 and Obin so di ni was it God punish that referee but before God men first punish him. Only before you never punish him. Men first punish him.
And no more punishing.
And Obimbola Oyediram also said the referee was very biased in most of the infringements awarded against Lukman and other attackers up front. And another fan so they also say through the Moroccans, although the Moroccans were the better side, but you see that Ghanaian referees. That man was very useless with most of his scores. It's we say the Okano when him pass Morocco for free but also omo probi di adina ko sene keke. Tell me who know.
Na say sir.
Omo probi na mo di adina ida ko sene. Ebisa was at some point I was asking my husband whether it's possible for a referee not to have any cars on him. Check
yeah, Morocco for the car.
Okay, on show cars.
On show cars.
Inti any idea obviously got tuja any at the moment so there no it goes on and on and on and on see also how a referee give yellow card to someone they pull his set I still don't understand obviously the other no and I ways to say I didn't say I saw by baby but yeah chat go or more Daniela media man who anything
Nigeria for no unless say I never come Moja Kasani say come qualify.
Okay.
Asa.
And common cash.
And common cash. But apart from that, in the expect say Ghana and Nigeria revenue that one day. The referee could match na 7:30. Who so more free media. The beba. Kopa the beba.
So fun.
So I say me who almost watch because there's nothing you can do.
And referees assess and so
I say this is Nico me Jones I
will couldn't be. Okay.
Watch I say. Is there a coin abrofuna ya mo officiating ayo for no. They see BSc Premier League La Liga BSc Kopa and me who are they serious bia as Nigeria for Nekasa make to me the man said them
everybody seen more already but we Queen was
yeah
we run about there
boko nyanya
operation wa efe
ndase
na say game do hwe bi me say the different na Daniela ya some mo kin with the bar referees some ya na me say we interest or
and Daniela lie ya there
okay
but my main shot say free baby at Tiago di wie no say we hu ade bia wo ye na say chese when ya man Nigeria and because say no is gone beyond say referee regional park so now or like puli niema
okay
but the media
okay
the production and no born now you know the production house no made sure say who say bibi koso inti era say ne there and a host nation yes referee be diamond there but I say the production house now the old trouble ball na mo hu no ono kwa be make sure say who say bibi esi we game nim te say or test na we read you know ba ko kan bi say eno at time ball no corner and Nigeria for kofa na live whistle say you true na linesman man flag say you true no me said I work as incident
yeah
signal mo say
a try
initially na Moroccans no feel say a free kick
perfect
and no signal mo say Debbie
try do some one answer like
Debbie to awunya replay ama
but I have the video.
No.
But me kwa me fenu njagni se bia.
No, Debbie kwapa me make point bi. Replay ama that incident na ye as controversial as this no.
Nke say bani ehu.
Na say bani ehu.
Okay, yeah.
Wrong.
Perfect.
Yeah. To me anopana me say no X no.
Until the year afterwards. And no game na that here. They na production house ni say Ashraf Hakimi efa wula eba once na eno ano no unya the replay ni bio ena astore wu trim say asen gofo ni twitwa enti game no omo no fa te say Ibrahim Diaz Nigeria ko on counter na waso obi atwene mu we no the players ni kura nim say yellow card but ye ntwa bio Nigerians ne so ensam blame omo especially omo captain no because Kopa can be say we right now why like one pray for right you lose it Didier Drogba mu nyina game enye down say as a captain na ya Crossport Stadium Kotoko na say campaign
last campaign
yeah
omoni Moroccan
Kamara appeared Kamara goalkeeper Kamara appeared in sabe ball nim no referee man card be first Omani yellow the guys almost are restarting game no almost insist say or the say the ball ni twe ya kotu mra na kire referee na ama afa men no afa chese oni option bia say do ene mame man red ye na to ye the black side na aka referee ne gi o ma yellow na o ene mo pass eno the Nigerian captain no wa moa mu because my game ne ye mrema Daniel Ai
Osime
ane but ye Didier Drogba mu ye turoma they will be coming at you the referee I didn't see that wa ma yellow
who say so call referee to be so basasho
ane obakoti o jobo and too so you are making a statement o dey corner yen so na ne ewias nya o say or be omo
okay
also like at times after etime class and after ewias nya we dey te say yi of rebel 209
Tom Henning of rebel
yeah class or be omo but ye na wo gina ho ye gi na wo gina ho dia why what committee what jatum but I want me complain say captain be me complain after na referee na man yellow say what say na ye class Charlie wa complain ama obi antimi bio but ye oje because entire game right back Ashraf Hakimi na say rodo nya yellow Ibrahim Diaz counter na so nya yellow ye wo mu place ni piwa na say oro mu nya yellow
na say na oni Nigeria for do okay
many omo ya adwen ba me de ne say omo captain amoa omo omo captain kokodai and game no o say ye nipa ni edi
ya bo mo voices ni bia
ye ni nipa ni edi say that say ugu mana obeye ane ye say host nation etu mana ne member but say o man 12 time ebeye clear say Charlie mama me mani na mani ni ya nkofo mama so ashi
okay
me just said there are instances p sia na san komu rush no but onu wate ne ho da animu ho
okay
and no goes to affirm some of the coaches ni bi adwen say omo pese de omo de omo captain be ma striker omo pese omo de omo captain be ma keeper
okay
because they feel say you obi a oben referee no mfimfin ho because what who anymore be asia untimi ma meka
to on permit for this near
me for as another the defenders just said yeah na we drew ho
okay
I think that Nigeria and meaningful for the first time omo place ndo do na kopa omo twenya bansa na wadwen eti omo nya bona na eyi for na sarande omo Morocco for o twenya adwen it like omo niam dodo na no you could see say on analyze you na say eh omo na ye
they were not thinking before the ball, they were thinking on the ball.
Better side one.
The
better side one right. It's Nigeria from Munyai complain your referee number so. Daniel Line.
Oh, me there kwapa me there me blame there because muguma
revenue kasa we bi wa so maka ni ade. Kopa sad no ebesi.
Referees been
ebesi Europe. Ebesi
si ayeka.
What I say? But enya ade a me person who Europe o timi say ade we there am game ni say.
David too o say Nigeria for and entimi amana lead and through and no.
Sad na o kan me tiase.
Say I mean there said Akedia
e soro for no o Nigeria ni Egypt for no. O meta ta referee
for no ha.
O tuni nsa guni chi. E do your referee. Afa na never be ha o be sesam. Ende but say the referee revenue ka no. Eno esi wo bom Nigeria for na anye fast. Eno a o hwe bom mo ba. I say o mo nyoma dwen say as we are doing now,
we are okay.
So I call months matter.
The penalty, yeah,
too crazy was a name.
Yeah, penalty. I'm
only penalty.
When you say the ball penalty, every chingam or reaching gam no yan to papa. Copa, what's you be and I said, yes, see, or the
substitution. The Kwanzaa is a job has a cassette. Almost say they believe say Osimhen so.
Good penalty take.
No, almost was disappointed because they feel say
as a captain.
Now, Omujiri say also Kobo penalty, but on the my son until Bisu as a whole lot.
Me but Simen a leader. Me me to me. Me say on your leader.
Yeah, off the field. On your
leader. Didier Drogba. Na u sisi say te say dey ka no dey say ye timi ye ma ewia dey u sisi
assembly revenue ka no honorable of rebel he kopa wo hwe match ne ya because nti we feel no match as for okunu no transfer hebo ni ye oye errors be wom but oye errors so tia ba so na tim no but wo kwan Drogba mo Balak mo dey we say nyina but we say wo hwe bo ni na because na dey ne
create some image.
Yes sir. Yes, sir. That image in Nigeria for say, all man creating the park in this one, all creating outside the park.
And no, our phone, you look at teams in the bar. Omodi nya favor
easy for if you name there. Omo had you too much.
Omo there. Omo Batu mani dia.
satisfied with the referee
decision. Mediate omo.
That's rough on e pass e referee be dia bo so oditia no. Na me say e kasi ko bedu so be ya hwe. Barcelona na ma do fa ko yi no mu project.
So Barcelona to referee. I like that. We say air classical. But me nyso say Barca ni bia Celta Vigo ni team bia e bo asa drama ni si. But we dey come say every game bia o masa drama ni ball.
Egypt ni bia Sudan bi bo. But Egypt ne Ghana, Egypt ni Cameroon no body. This is a big game. Esa o make sure say we referee no. So why this kind of buyer?
From match drama
from the blood of the no they say good no we say
almost a bench almost so cool.
Mourinho started you. Moyi no say why nsa say say
but strategy
game no mani
mind game
me say no
over take this game twice
and because for at the point enough one the Daniela ya the card ni bottom
also na Nigeria for but message
but didn't as a woman referee nya ne ho didi sa all was no it just utata na actually
but me the Ura Kenya me say Lai did not live up to expectation.
Oh,
if I analyze what you're saying now, dear.
And no, but even enemy Saka can say game no crash game now. Now one should with a critical ipa and no crowd because we will not even give you the replay to even assess it.
Yeah, it's what it was.
No boy, controversial power corner. Nigeria for the ball. No, my just was a cool. After that, a Morocco for not a boy, not was a foul. Yesterday, I betrayed. Now, 80 will say, pa, 80 the production team. And repeat me also born next try and answer. Debbie a yen, and I am Morocco for only. So I say, game no, never be a road remember, say, ye, we are, and then what made them say. The media no the outside world need you see media ne papa eti awadwe no ye tini no but ye nyama wani ma ho so
tini adwe
because they no game no bisa obi a onye na Nigeria ni pass Daniela ye den a ansha won't me say den nya oh na say na Nigeria for crown odima o mo say bo bin sa kra wa
so already if I understand you
name there say lie say den nya
with the media now kana so when you critical thinker you not
see I for what
that's a media be deceive you
and they did it
opportunity for you to get the correct way of
yes need to be a critical thinker.
So said like to say the referees need the ball cry. And also with my mini via befriend. If they say so what's 1 hour boy that any time pursue because only said some man who cry ye be set unlike say the awo baba ya na wo hebo now then or suffer go and one on baba sir and the rain yet said what is the stadium no etwem all my replay bio but Nigeria side there and you see the replay now another confirm oh say near ball no do train no oh say near referee but I had there no there no mo complain then nya then but the other side obenya ye den no eno so de live be ne kama
come instant be wa me man ko so to say how much me read but anka ekwa na ye twa replay back they be say the hana say ni na kan no asa boy ya anko out na linesman say anka no bebe ma afi won ba won so na against aka Nigeria for no say kuntoko park ne so a Anka coach no only fault because me there's someone to man enya card enya yellow thank you mama inshallah but see the Ghanaian referee was an embarrassment
but anka wo coach no utimi kwan forten complain afeni abema yellow na fe eye club to say obi say coach Diago Simeone oni mama de born basa boy o create me bias no say sisi no
o be create
me say sisi no it don't na fe what say afi na say referee had na nya card referee it just na wo referee no I said
omo ma sisi amanfo adwene ba o decision
be taking so
say quality na say ba o relax amanfo hwe game no
ye game na say ye
me say Copa Egypt for no eno je o say kona bia ba wan you know no mu nyina gu fans no
mo se bench wo nya obi bench mo se bia na o ti bench o mo je cast
ita me ninga ka game no ho
kokotoko die pa
o mo dramatize o mo dramatize
keep pie na bo na sana referee man yellow card and confront for 5 minutes almost say yeah restart game no
sure
o say emran ni say the decision referee take decision bi na ye breaki na o restart ya etwam
okay
eti VI say bia ball no abo bi nsa
what's mean then right o say baby say free kick almost like to be nkobo I say and the referee na the opon ye no was it nya nra game na can you Sadio Mane e delay referee na pon kare na ekobo but say
the say o
ana delay after musa say okogye na osumbebo referee ma
oh there before that for a pon there or a penalty in kwan e ba
also try ebo and say now people were contemplating
penalty by me dey say to say ball say bia ball abo bi nsa
okay
say via checking you say penalty but on say game na cost wa game ni break here ni bit ma check but you break na referee ni restart here that the decision is here na twem
okay
entity say kokotko dia camera yeman yellow no say ko for restart here the referee ntimi stop game ni bio ma red and te say there yi ja no ya kofi abuni dia no boy
bia no why chimuye ya ma mu aba
ya be mu aba
say bia no free referee say bia say ya then no break
no break and say ball na nkasa control ye fawo obi na referee ne hwesa no say hold on
they check it
because say referee na hold on na to aso a
okay
via ni ntimi free ni bio
okay
eti anu na the or Jerry's net omo ban say Kabia say the omo kotko be boy no whack say omo
and Morocco na
Morocco team na your Jerry me kai team say omo restart game na
Moroccan team
anka yellow card no best stand
okay
with enoni in mind no o make sure say e keeper say na ye kan ye uniform a ye ho betoye eti date na yan play ho mere restart game
okay
yan restart game no ye be gina ho saa eti eno ne the pressure for bawo referee so
okay
now yes I will rethink in fact yes I crowd with me say me ma yellow card so but I'm say we will not restart it because emran say keeper emran say afi wo gina ho say yes kakra na oje ya chale
I didn't say the problem here say yeah ball no bibri ente emran bibri ase
players need na park square just omo nti ase
so uru radio for instance me Ghana me nim say before the season omo share players and the captains near those Europe I know so they do
I see teams
they call the captains no much say be away who say there was this is the Man United Arsenal the first game in the Premier League Ateba in there so born Arsenal for the some push goalkeeper no who say Bruno be complaining say he surprised because they met them and mom catch say incident we know they whistle enti omo cheche mranum ono captain obeko we are no players abeshia coach is aba but asen sane man the players okay the players be break sane man we don't even do
this because me make to 2011 FA Cup City ne Man U say company ko sliding tackle bi e ma nani huriye where nyanani o but or two scissors
okay
and now the far ball nani huriye when Rooney jai ball na chidi Chelsea Chris Foy di Chris Foy complaining ya ma Chris Foy jai ba be show red card
okay
company toye
nani no abam so
abam no dey abay nani ahuri ni na kanani but we Rooney enim emran ntino o chesi referee na ma referee ni jai ball no baba j red card and like obi a we bia I want check it to 2011 Man City Man U game ni FA Cup 3-2
okay
Man U share 3 na City 2 tell say that what say emran asia obetima pressure the referee to do your bid but won tiasia na ball we pa no say Morocco ne here results and carbon pressure come no mo de be mai like
it's true It's true. Right, that's fine. That's at least one more educated a whole lot. Into young comrade, but NK so excited with Christians as NK my main channel pay. And I said the be we say you people like yourself so the be UTNT. I tell young comrade.
Young comrade kopa. Young comrade. Nigeria.
Sound you
kopa.
Okay, that's good. Young comrade.
To me at Jamam Samote, I'm a gamer, and also to a course refra, your friend of Danny Lai, El Cocoti came on Massa Home Seminar, your decade to Janemo Hasa, and Maureen Flo, and Madrid, and so the broken heart, Sensa, Bassa, El Shamati Massa Timony Guba, Mamin Fantuja said Copa de Rey, Madrid and Swatchimako, Piemako film, and on some of the letters, no, every Timidia by Yensa and free games, Yen Sentima Canana, Nasana. Joko Piemo Italian Serie A, Yokonya Napoli, Omupo goalless draw against Parma, and Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Sake also to Barcelona, Uko Piemo Giuseppe Mienza, Mamin Fantuda say Inter Milan Timono, Etime Eche Lache, Eshomo Leche Kabakwa, Woman Antimante, Na Maquatao She Gonom, and Francisco Piero Esposito, and Maquatana Time Enya Holy Go, and the man Napoli Bobo Kono, and I say Inter. Woman Bobo Cronon, a Terence gamer, a Jimmy Barcelona, Germany, Sono, and right yet Jimmy Konya, Bundesliga games at Barso, now football getting off here, 8 matches St. Pauli, as from 2 goals to 1. Now my main fan to say LC Con, and a Bamunchi Copoy, Emma Bamunchi Timono, 8 man Coche, LC Con, as from a Kamian Sa Emma Con, at Kanubakona, Yestati game on, and a Linton Mena, a Katani Coche go. Edma LC Con Masake Ginabri, Eko Kote Kano. Edema Bamunchi Timono, 81st half na 1-1. Second half the Konya Min Jankim, Akatane Koche Bako, Edema Bamunchi Timono, and a Konya Leonard Ka, Ama Katano so boted Gono, Edema Bamunchi Timono, Yokonya Lapsik, Amutrafie, Esha Kamino Fiber Timono, Entime Anka Kote, Aprantia, your friend Umolu, Ono Etime Esha first go, and your Konya Wuli Opan, on also Edeba Kososu, Edjama Tima, your from Lapsik. Bobo Kono, Hoffenheim, Nani Brusha Muntiglabach, Eko Kapoema, Hoffenheim, Etimet Brusha Muntiglabach, Shome Kanum, Grabach, Simono, Mecha Kanuba, Quenom, Timeko PM, our German Bundesliga, na Yanko PM of Spain, Breach your boy, and now our Spain. Hey! Jansi Padie, Yasin Fe, Na Unko Pemwa, Mamin Fantuda, San Madrid Timono, or the Mamin Sas, Rebetis Bolampe, our Spanish Copa de Rey, Rebetis Timono, Etimetina Fie, Etil Echi, Et Chama Camunuma Echi Timono, Etime et Kuba, Quabantia Fenechamian Via, or no Etimebo 2 goals, Edema Rebetis Bolampe, Yokonya Deportivo Alaves, Omutina Fie, Eshe Camunu, Rayo Vallecano, Antime. Simada Braka, Akada, your friend Carlos Vicente, Etime Enya Go, Edema Timono Tony Mendes, and so Etime Echo Konya, second goal, Edema Deportivo Alaves, and no Breach Boy, our Spanish Copa de Rey, Real Madrid, Ekra, well, Omani Abasete, Emma Massa, Abasete, Timono. Jude Bellingham ni week pay etimi twa players ne ka Abasete etimi tena afie Real Madrid ehwomo ekamiensa ema Madrid team no kanu ba ko na start game na ana Abasete for Lebarante for Javi Villa otime konya first goal from Lebarante your friend Franco Mastantuino ebete canon edema Madrid team no eti first half na 1-1 aman force na from here stop na Madrid be share masa the White Angels Madrid be share La Broncos masa ye ko ba gumo metia share ene ade comeback kings ne ade SMP na supporters ne ka awon saba sete team be the first half no na 1-1 second half ana akwada ofi bench akwada we uti say to no Madrid team no ono etime be share first goal Abrantia ye friend Jefty ono be share first goal Emma Abrantia friend Gonzalo Garcia betay Emma game no ekoye 2-2 90+1 na game no 2-2 90+4 ana Abrantia friend Jefty esa koshe biem edema Abasete masa yebo game na yebo referee 4 ena to so yebo 6 minutes masa ombe so mo deni biem enkofo no ko gwa kire ni abobum na Madrid Ford side ba no ma bom boom referee show masa pon na wasa me pon ema pon game no nti uko biem a Spanish Copa del Rey no Madrid enso tima ko film last time omuko film lower team no na ya konkon na nei Abasete Omai Madrid the free Spanish Copa del Rey Copa
and na em is a Madrid for man able
na ga so mo man no
me fan say man able
cause me na Venezuela to no ko
era o semo
Copa no ndi bani asini paso sa won say Super Cup am ko lu si ma pam coach Abelu anso abenya first defeat ama confirm Copa del Rey Copa
ona Madrid Carrick
no muna
Madrid Fletcher no
Copa uzo no uze mama chat we uze Madrid for no se crop ba oye coach o ma point uze mo de caretaker we o ma coach o de o mo connect to be 3 years
okay
Abelua o be che ho papa enti Madrid so no entima confirm e was Spanish Copa del Rey no enti we games no yensaka na okopia mo AFCON na eno games e ba so senate earlier on Senegal entime eche Egypt from who tournament no be start medical to just masa Senegal e beje tournament no medical to jakra masa konform team na no se Senegal chi Egypt e so meka ba ko Egypt team no entima ankote Abrantie fe no Sadio Mane ene team she Oligua ye krakra Musa Mo Salamon na Mubasto entima ankofa na mame fantuda Nigeria team no ana fe Morocco e boy first half obi anhebe na mame fantuda se second half so no ye ntimi ankonya go e was game no game no remo extra time ye bo first half eko ball second half no so no enya de obi anso no etimi eko she go e was game nim etina was eko piem enso penalties mame fantuda se senate penalties no ana Nigeria esemienu Emma Tima ye from Morocco eko shemiensa na Abrantia ye from Hamza Egmani eko elu ene de edma Morocco ana Samochuku eze enso ne akwada ye from Onyamicha enso eko ene de Bruno Onyamicha enso eko ene de edma Nigeria elusu 4-2 on penalties ana mo so tima akofrim enso tournament inti finals no enso wetima baso ma memfa ntuda sa finals no between Omaya ye from Senegal omo ene Morocco ana ebo eno 18 January ana game no etima baso enso third and fourth place no ye Egypt ana afenso no Omaya ye from Nigeria ana bebo third and fourth no tesa de AFCON 2025 no ma memfa ntuda say Senegal ana fe Morocco ana ebebo finals na no dey few also no etimi ababe toja na yenko PM Thursday yebenya games ni be and Spanish Copa del Rey baso Burgos and Valencia and ebebo ana Racing Club de Santander Barcelona 8 p.m. and Barca fans no Monfanya Jushia Massa, Madida Kofim against Abasete, 80 Bassa fans no players no, Monfan Shem team engineer, about 8 p.m. Racing Club de Santander, or Motrafie, now on Barcelona, Aqua Copanoia, Spanish Copa de Rey, na Mamin Fantuja, Sir Osborg Timno, Bo FC Union Berlin, and no, German Bundesliga, na Uko Piemo Italian Serie A, and Benya 2 games, Hellas Verona, about 5 Amo Bob Bologna, Hellas Verona, Bob Bologna, about 5 and a sa game in Basu Como, and a Fabregas Timon, Amo Tenafie, Uko Piemo, so Como, Referee Marco Guada, Ono and Equa Cope, Equa Codisa game in Tuko Piem, our Stadio Giuseppe, Saint Gallia, and Anna game no so Air Basu Como, and AC Milan Air Boss 745, and so on, no Air Defense, no, Etiwabetoda, na Uko Piemo game at Barcelona, Nigeria. And for Morocco game no coach your friend Ericelli and so to make a side after the game the 1970.
The other game, and you know, if you play in 4-4-2 diamond, you have to put some high pressure, because if you don't do that, you let the side, the wings, and it's difficult to defend after. And you see during the first half, during 15 minutes, our pressing was good. But after that, every time we miss 1 meter and 2 meters, and it was difficult for us. Because it was difficult for us in the high pressure, and technically we were not like the same game, you know. So I don't want to say, oh, we were tired or something else. The reality, we played this game like a fight, but like you said, it was not.
I know your coach, your friend, or say massa game no na edin edema Nigeria or 4-4-2 diamond. Now so sometimes na Nigeria team no air person or say na from Kakra or say can be ana just omutim elusu game no or so on fan kwose say Nigeria team no ma bra na say omutim embre no Ericelli Nigeria omo head coach ni nsama or the akwa kotudwa na Nigeria player your friend Bright or say Samuel ono so kasai every game no ho na o say the African football say officiate ne poor ono so poor refa your friend just Danela you so chi yentie abrantia your friend Bright Samuel or say yentie ne some of the two
comment about today's semi-final game.
Painful, very painful to obviously lose. I think we played very well. The back four was amazing. I'm proud of the team. The manager came down and said he's proud of the team. The board members came down and said they're proud of the team. So it's just really painful that we lost some penalties. Penalties are all about luck. It's a lottery, and today we didn't win that. One thing I would say is that the referee was appalling. Not saying that that's the reason why we lost, but making very, very wrong decisions, and it's really painful to see that we have refs like that in a big game like today, But I wish Morocco the best.
Thank you. You get enough rest. Thank you.
And Sama and Brighton so Edoko to just say the South African football baby uncle now Okosha big game be say now you contempt referee bit Daniel Laya or say Masa or so on cassette or come to Mulusu the minimum none decisions be a poor and Sama on also Edoko Tuja now young Nigeria supporters no and so to make a say about officiating and almost say Oda Yentio
no be foul. We are robbed. Well robbed. Very, very well. Every single thing our player do now foul ball. The ref no allow the game flow. Whether na foul, no be foul. The man go blow. Evil just fool this man mind. Then just plan say they go rob us this night and then succeed like they rob us where.
extra power. Also use.
All right, Nigeria fans, and I'm what is more board than a liar. She said, or more by careful by a pass, on the rob Nigeria minor, and no, Eddie for Bana Oko Pimoa, supporters and still. Masa Obite than a lie picture. Aqua to so, and all country gonna say, pa, and China can all tinisio, and so the guso, or the yenti on Susu Kaka, or Bowen enough from.
Let me go punish you. Let me go punish you. I will get a free. Referees from Ghana. Ghana, go punish you now. Jesus, Nigeria. You guys, that's the bigger you play. That's the bigger you guys. Ah, Bruno, you cannot jump. Why you play for when you play now? This guy, Nigeria, no one come. No nations come. Who shall win again? Giant of Africa.
Kopa nti eno ye Nigeria supporters no onso mudi nipa mi onu asia no kopa okopema Nigeria mo aya hot pa ye do matem just referee Daniel Lai ana afenso no ama branch fan Samuel Chukwueze nti masa mo kanchi go mo so na onso te se Nigeria pa wo pese o ye Nigeria no hwe Nigeria movie a to na da se na enyo wa se we omudi o se Ghanaian referees bebre nya be twa mo kanchi Daniel Lai akọ Kambe kan Ghanaian referees ni na eno de kwa na reporter men say Kakopa almost Samuel Chukwueze message dem eno no pay ni fie no jadam reports no ba Samuel Chukwueze jadam almost say ade o so mo kwan say o man ko World Cup it dia omode be promo suni so we it is o ba be yes akobo penalty we e be gina reach income na Kopa
penalty obo no we gam
no we ana one hebi
man hebi there so na okay
oh really just why no say o superstar bia just say yenya no ye just say o be pop or relax it
because ba ma join call so
she ko hwe ye teme boa
won that branch because ni kan say o banner set team
okay yentie omo fu de yentie Samuel Chukwueze the
you should never come to play for Super Eagles again. You have one opportunity, to just come in and score a penalty. You decide to miss. And you're an attacker. We don't want Chukwueze in Super Eagles anymore. Let him go. That nonchalant behavior that's going to pass the ball to the goalkeeper. We don't want you anymore. Yes, we are done with Chukwueze. See, Chukwueze, just go play for your football club. Yes, don't play for your football club because you don't care. You don't care.
Jukopa, no, since I have thing, since I know you're there. From was a Chukwueze in the last stop, no, Okobo penalty as a forward, no, I could pass it. Now, young crying round, so no, Arsenal, Etime Coche, Chelsea team, no, as from my coming son. Emma Chelsea team no ete kanuba ko EFL Cup nim na we enya penalty so Arsenal Chelsea was Stamford Bridge Ben White Chelsea first goal and Victor Gogera Chelsea second goal Alejandro Garnacho beteba ko Edema Chelsea team no Martin Zubimendi ebe share Edema Arsenal ne koya 3-1 Alejandro Garnacho sabe share second goal of the day Edema Chelsea team no man ko siaga EFL Cup no Arsenal akwakoyi Chelsea team no enso edo mafim na Kopa am birthday bu ha ma me fa totoso na ma me enfam totoso na kra me nko na bibia nso koyi Kopa moko boshen ene ne mpatemu a baba bu ma me wish no happy
but boshen ne mpatemu
an mpatemu say okọ boshen mpatemu nyina wagidi ho pa yes belated birthday enkoma na no na ene birthday enti Erica Buade Kopa onuna mitimi so yes Erica happy belated birthday ma me fama what I say no metina late but me sort bibia out me sort bibia Kopa it belated birthday in coma Erica belated birthday in coma nya misra na onyo kese when you are doing in Amrem and from Anna birthday back on so if you Benghazi.
Okay.
Miami Ben.
Okay.
Yes. So who pictures now you really know. We free Ben. Also always say Baba your friend Queen Hajia Adiza. Adiza. Happy birthday. And come Ben say when you are doing Nyame mani mremu mau. I wish you all the best. Akuma pa o wano Nyame faso na unsrao. Queen Hajia Adiza. Happy birthday. And come on, wait for Benghazi Bantama. And I always say on Copa.
Sir Franco, dear.
Yes, Copa, open so young century, Honor was so called. Na Udinu Crow and St. Churchman, Honor was so called. Sir Franco Media Institute or Chow Choir Befaso, I sports. Now I any ye, why analysis and why any ye, Nina say Franco Media Institute. Yet, Chow Sansona, about commentary, ya Nina, no Sir Franco say, Umbet me, actual. Now soon one who commentary ni ye into a juma dia ye dino sports you know per se e your for person ye bia
so host social issues
yes political show sports show ni na no ye be tro kwan a obefa so host no say be news production na ye be tro from a chance ye copy so be tenase na wa kan news ni na no ye kire wo ho ana sanso ne ba social media on sensema ye be tro video editing and banners ye flyers kwanya obefa so design no why bibia kama ni nyina no kopa ye kirew e o say Franco Media Institute your modern studio ho obe your practicals we nso be graduation na dofo ababejaw kama wabusuafo baba uwie be ma certificate Ghana Education Service ascience ye ne yankase pe ba bia ma na wa start ayo attachment ne kama eno say Franco Media Institute your bantama baby national health insurance office on opposite Trasron no mobile say Franco Media Institute Badjuma number ne 0244 705 112 0244 705 112 Copper Lebarante.
Was a copper is true pa he was chewing a gum. Enti ene Randy Muller. Na gum
no you serious one can't chlo timu de ni bi but we no obehui na ye pa so mu hu ni balumi sana pai okay I don't know my side
my birthday we so quick one we ene Harriet na nanyako a Japan Harriet na nanyako a Japan or UK ene na woda nti ye we show happy birthday nyame sha wonyo kese I will say all I can say is that may the Lord richly bless you. Age to see your grandchildren, age with strength, or say may your smile never fade away. We if you run the mula, and I say, Ninya ba Harriet, Nana Nyakun a Japan so na wouldn't see Harry. You will show happy birthday, Yamisha na Uncle Sonyo Kesna, Kukuamun Pabubia, Tradian Ponsu, Inti. Now, Jevi Praise Computers na make come for the amount say, would do any trim na. On so akope computers ni bia to say laptop desktop ni nya eton bia sa to na accessories so no ma e say so ayitimi sa repair the mount yeton projector so any accessories e bit masa be fix e the amount network and internet accessories there me so bia na ba akope eno ani Jeffrey Praise Computers ye sign CCTV cameras in this op bia to obese be installation so e be ba be the amount open accessories in so na to a ni na Jeffrey Praise e di bia begum flat screen televisions any monitors in swaba intinei monitors no o computer wa yiso ache also nya new monitors ni nyina edibiaba ana o TV no so nya TV so na bo hall a won say yes TV na so bo poti ya say wo hwe bola nipa ni gina won say yes Ronaldo na gina we won say che Lebarante na Mad Diallo na gina we inti kope Jevi Praise Computers omo TV ni bito we original TVs near ton the amount yes had original home use phones about iPads and tablets ni ano ye ton be Jevi Praise Computers and yes set up ICT lab at my institution bit say schools hospitals churches law firms media houses individual homes ni ano communities ni ano ye betumi aba baye e the amount inti brana Jevi Praise any sajuma we nyina enso man Windows ne be update to the amount and our computer pese ye man ko nanim ye upgrading so a ye ba upgrade e the amount your accounting software for all businesses and yes repair laptops desktops na yes repair some di kan wasem che no oba yɛma consultation na yɛhu machines a ɛbɛboa no nso bɛma dwumadie na awie pɛyɛ asakora ne atɔn de ama yɛwɔ Bantama High Street yɛbɛn GNTC yɛne Unity House ne di hwɛ animu frɛ yɛn 0244 026203 0244 026203 sana dua so dua yɛba clinic nso ɛde Babangida man capsules de aba na Babangida man capsules no enei awo ne ntumi ma wo yɛ bɛma mekanfo de ma yɛ mɛma duro sana low sperm count na how wobɛhia bi wo de ne poor erection wobɛhia Babangida man capsules ne bi we yi severe waist pains ɛde fi wonom ana a overall boost male vitality nti ɛmɛma de obiaa hia bi na atumi aboa yɛsan de Ɔheneba O capsules nso de aba ɛna yi waist pains ɛde afi wonom STI ɛmo amofa ya mo abra mo dwonso sana chlamydia nso eyi afi wo abdominal pains no general inflammatory diseases ni nyina behia Ɔheneba O capsules ɛsai discomfort fi wonom ana infection bia no ɛsa tackle no nti we no ɛyɛ ɛmɛma ne madru Ɔheneba O capsules no mɛma timi nom ana mɛma timi nom Babangida nso yɛ mɛma nko adru ntu ram Fred Mensa ba ke wo benya bia to Danny Herbal so Ashtown any herbal shop pharmacy shop bia no wokɔ abɛkɔ akonya bia to na Ɔheneba O capsules no ɛma no munteni ye so afa afro anaso ma akwada no fo a untumi ennom bi me so pedodo tu so afre 0244 05 9593 0244 05 9593 wokɔ kaso abreku a ɛhɔ na dua sudua heba clinic ebutuo ana Kumase nso yɛ wɔ abrepo broni krom enti bra na doctor nso enti menhwɛw na wapom din no ensipi ensita bra ke wa ase kyese ɔno nso adi ewuransem na bra ke wo ba wɔn ba ma memfa 12 bi nwam ansakra na wo nso watumi edi nsɛm no nso de amai na we will say good morning boss please I want to know if officiating officials are protected to the dressing room at this AFCON. Question Obusa. I was yesterday's second game. I saw them protecting the official to the dressing room after the match. And near the also the
Cameroon, Morocco, the official was protected into the dressing room.
Yeah. And then runs should be says here. Daniel lying. Okay. We also say, I say good morning, Copper. And Thiago, I say good morning, Copper and Thiago. I say I can't wait to watch the final match between Senegal and Morocco. I say Gabi Stone the first one. I say Jila. I say Elders don't waste your time for this performance Nigeria made yesterday. I say good side won. Congrats to Dada Daniel. Enti any the one see by Daniel line off and Dada Daniel. I say good morning, Copper. You are doing a great job. Keep the fire burning. Please update me on the Milo games from Joe inside Bremine. Okay, Joe, you ba update too. You ba ebe ra na the Milo games no ho nsam so e di amount. And okay, chief nso the free Bremine. On also say, "Only good morning, sports master." And your crew. I say the difference between Abeloa and Alonso is their passport. Today, FC Barcelona is winning by 6 goals to 0. Visca Basa.
All Spaniards.
Yes, Spaniards. And the name passport club. So come on, say. And there was a Copa. I think Copa, greetings to you and your crew. God bless you. I was a Copa. Yesterday, I prayed for Arsenal, Senegal, and Nigeria to win their games, but Nigeria didn't make it. Whereby Arsenal and Senegal made it. Or say I still pray for Arsenal and Senegal to win their final games because they deserve to carry the trophy in the final games. Greetings to 1999 old students at Donina and Big Dreams Fan Club. Sika Sports is fantastic. Suffer Samuel from Donina on also their or their banunti. Nina idea on Brake.
Koba.
Young.
Koba Enchi Bibi out here in Anope. Mudika justice to many of the issues, especially on a year that is Morocco game on born up against Nigeria and Copa. Yeah, the 2 finals. I mean the 2 teams. I remember the final of the 2025 AFCON between Senegal and that is Morocco.
But yeah, Morocco game, the issues has generally been surrounding a year that is Daniel Ni Lai. But so I have gone following the from the knockout stage, and you say Morocco, you more in the AFCON Muno, and you more Saka crib to the extent say a favor. And so far from the game, up against a year that is Cameroon. The level of controversies are about that game. Referee no general you know. Me absolute control. Adi Ababe drew and game one up against Nigeria. Now to say indeed football now a case said to that system no sorry tiawa now untiminya day but at this time Senani him say the likes of Victor Osimhen are the leader a bit me a puli be na ko day or the abua inti endo ade na see no enye ade Daniel Ayi nkwan na ko ye ade no it was the entire system and I said that manipulating just to favor that is Morocco. And at a point in time on Twitter maybe share guy be why no Algeria FC on also Twitter no the two was the incident I see here medema so betimi I heard no other no the incident Calvin Bassey and Ibrahim Diana na revenue can one say okay also on TS here said how betimi actually the trend ma said in as much as a foul no na e call here the mark Calvin Bassey you yellow card inside there Emmanuel. So it is just the entire system. And yet Daniel Lai, even from Cameroon referee, the or mu game no up against Cameroon. You don't know so I then rim just to make sure say you be pushing Morocco for the fact say after 22 years or meet me Ababe J a year that is almost second AFCON. And that is it. It is the system that has just been designed. And among frontiers, I said, even so here of late, Patrick, that's also how do I explain to my case that Calvin Bassey is the one that got a yellow card from this. And the observation the revenue see the Bible who say game no correct cause say incident no ko na etia that is Nigeria the nya replay and sanya dey so the production aspect bibia no gathered around and then also had the system against that is Nigeria emienu for akubisu na omo Facebook no so ntiminya dey and share or say Ibrahim dia pulls Calvin Bassey's jersey so the referee calls for a foul for Morocco and gives a yellow card. So it is just
go back to that the previous one me heard now it's so
this was an incident. Calvin Bassey has
how come so
an advantage because at this point it should be a yellow card for that is Ibrahim. Yes. Yeah. It's cover the system that has been manipulated. And why system no shall say no. Any calf you may be a Kosibia is in Morocco. Any calf you be at Morocco. Morocco. Okay. Morocco. But not to take away the good things and the preparation that they've given themselves to get to this stage. Copper. We can't take away that thing also. Because you have a tournament and I said no, many would do Senegal
7:30 sports.
So offer clubs in our countries now but this AFCON now all stand out. All preparation stand out. Morocco after a year that is the World Cup or more conquering in that 4th position. Almost twice they've never looked back in terms of preparation, in terms of organization, and in terms of having a plan for football. Senegal has been one of the countries after the 2023 AFCON improvement over team and making sure say young guys every room into juvenile football normal spread it across the globe no more now almost that quality in your man I no and they are down and they are room into
they even have some young guys in this team.
Yes.
Until lose as they will get a good transition.
Yes, they will have a good transition. Last AFCON I boy, you know, star player back home by as one of the young guys and was Lamine Camara. This AFCON, what about just 2 matches? Because there's a certain Papagay of Villarreal, Wababirim. There's a certain air that is due from air that is Sunderland. Also, Wababirim, and almost complement Idris Aganage. So this is the trial. And again, Habib Diarra Munyano comes from the bench at times. Also, about just 2 or 3 matches. That is this AFCON and answer this tournament. So the transition Senegal will be there. They are on a good side in terms of age. It's almost side the idea room. Lamine Camara or what that AFCON was at the age of that is 17 going to 18. at this good age wabo two AFCON, so you're integral member of the Senegalese national team. Enti ofa omona fa Morocco, their preparation has just been good. Enti among all the countries, this indeed, from how I hear your football no and I had the best of my day you do this stage. So no wonder say they are the ones playing that is the final. But it was quite unfortunate that is Nigeria. Say once again destiny got switched against that is Nigeria in terms of that is penalties. Nancy no more penalties in World Cup playoffs no. Up against DR Congo, and after Nwabali I make it 2 good saves and I can say Nigeria beat me at Twaso and they are going into playoffs no omo me anyday and Twaso be Lucia up to DR Congo. Now they had a chance to have a back-to-back final in terms of the AFCON up against Morocco on penalties. Once again Nwabali was around making it safe for them. Not saying committee me day at Twaso to be able to qualify ahead of Morocco, but omo me anyday and yes I no. In as much as say game no anchor in terms of officiating any controversies in Koma Yedi Nino, anchor from Nigeria, they also had a chance to be able to qualify to the finals and make it back to back in that is the AFCON. Minine Musunu, so we coach Eric Taylor, then some Kenya say they lack intensity, they lack energy, and that the best team on the field and then on the day won and then qualify ahead of that is Nigeria. And Copa, Minina and they said, so offer Wali Regragia, make a and I say after a year that is the round of 16 game new year up against Botswana, a man a demand because of the absence of Azidine Unai or Besisa Hanyoma up against Cameroon into a 4-1-4-1 system. A 4-1-4-1 system, a mighty man will make you sure say on the side of on the field of play, Morocco for side and set Cameroon for the ball no air by ho and on Babe train. So it was more or less trying to come back and allowing the opponents say obey idea or person or the ball no air by almost side don't know what they do what they just go with intensity and then press. And only I do on the boom Morocco, which that is Cameroon. And Endra once I the answer sano because who said so as they didn't know you need to me about system way now fact up against Cameroon. What stops us from repeating it up against that is Nigeria? Because almost a style of football mubono energy, intensity no so and that is Cameroon so let's try it out up against that is Nigeria. And see, they were able to survive. And game Nankasa question you could see it was Morocco mum and I created some fair chances be ahead of a year that is Nigeria. And in the end, Nigeria with all these stars could not get into a stage the last AFCON and Sanebabede boy. They wanted to make amends for say Omentimi and qualify for that is the World Cup by getting to the final and making sure so meet my day a but hey, my bad because the AFCON in the last 2 has been a thing for Nigeria. They've been consistent and then making an example of goals and then how I almost go in every 12 game almost from the last AFCON up until this time no and no idea into me anyday and farmer that is the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yambo mabaso say omutimi ayesare odi ababedu stage na nkomo pese omu pay a compensation be edema the people of Nigeria but still omutimi anyday enya and farmer mo. They've been a good team. Omankasa about this AFCON.
These are fans in the crowd.
Yeah, they are okay.
This time
they're a bit okay. Yeah. They're a bit okay with the performance. Yes, because Omangasa have go or more kono anyhow from the backdrop so World Cup. They've had issues in the World Cup. Players nanka say do baby no say my boycott to training because omo FNE dey e de omuka o man de omuka omo fa bonuses be near dey emma omo e man be said the captain of the side indeed because ono wankasa will make sure so the bottom sika be dem e betua omuka. And at that game no mu be free akwa the quarter finals game again. They had issues among among top 2 strikers and forwards are ever had this outcome. That incident is between Ademola Lookman and that is Victor Osimhen. So they've had issues, but they've been able to play beyond these issues. Them about this stage, and then they've been good. Now we can't go without complimenting what we saw in a year that is Alex Iwobi. Indeed, Yambobi, but he has been fantastic. Frank Onyeka, from the group stage, drew this stage, and you could clearly see this trial midfield from qualifiers up until this time, from the last AFCON up until this time, they've been very, 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 very consistent. Again, Calvin Bassey, a wonderful player, and also has shown leadership skills at their mom. They came to this AFCON without a more regular captain, so Ombobie.
True second. And Osha, the leadership of Nigeria, as to who will lead the team. But yes, though, they've been able to do something good. Baby, it is the reason why this man of the match, na ye da koma Bonu, and more no parks, no, you say. Ngwabali nsubo when you say you can't go prescribe Ngwabali. I didn't say
Ngwabali did well.
To me, you can't.
There were no serious or dangerous chances. I call the 2 goalkeepers
okay.
In terms of attacks.
Okay.
Because now that sharpness for Nigeria maybe from where they are buying Victor Osimhen and then also Ademola Lookman. Now a big diggy on the side of that is Morocco. But on the issue of Senka when they be chosen as man of the match, I think easily it could have been that is Calvin Bassey, because Endra the level of energy Caribbean was Morocco for no and they almost that is Ichiron. He was the one that was standing tall. The attacking options, decision making, or show the level of experience in the game that is Nigeria. And Caribbean Morocco for Timmy Chifa almost on no and the bridge at the mom. If you from a bomb about but you could clearly see Nigeria did miss the service of that is Wilfred Ndidi. And no and especially in the first half. Now Morocco for Timmy about but nipa na utimi sorry ediginal was that is Calvin Bassey.
7:30 sports.
So I feel Bonu Bono and Banu Subebre into when make those serious saves than the day. Even Nwabali did better saves in the game that is Yasin Bonu. But yes, though, this is part of the system that we are talking about. And they no energy the man of the match. And they no and to also as keep a clean sheet in the last AFCON or AFCON. I'm saying 11 clean sheets. Yasin Bonu.
In all competitions,
in all AFCON, yes, keepers will keep you clean sheets. Yasin Bonu, the all high, I think, that is 13, back down to that is 10. And Yasin Bonu, as much as a good defense, I think he has also seen it. But said man of the match, for me, it should have been that is Calvin Bassey. And we'll be having a good final. And me sure Senegal will sit down and watch Morocco repeat what they did up against Cameroon, up against Nigeria. No, so they will come at them.
And it's an
yes, it's and then on the other hand, Robacon and Senegal and Egypt in Senegal had said the difference when you have players that plays outside the shores of Africa as compared to that is Africa. Where Egypt but Senegal squad players who move outside the shores. And then at a point in time, do the 60th minute, but now Egypt was shot on target.
And can I say, outside the shores of Africa, and doing well. Because outside they say, we are not doing well.
And Usha, I think after the AFCON, we make that conversation.
Okay.
So you still a bit midday. Local guys and they are AFCON. Not to say maybe I because Ghana and AFCON we had local players and then local coaches. Coaches then cried and then let's look at local players. Most of them being part of the team. Nigeria, Ebabeje, Zambia, Ebabeje, they had these local players on the a blended team major. But I think for the last 2 AFCONs, me who say South Africa so the local players by Reno Crano still out me 4th. omuntimi anje the ultimate.
That is a braki angle no there. Say we Ghana there now okay yeah. That any place in Tukwan.
Yeah. So they are still, but we are just looking at the quality. Egypt,
the quality no
yes, Egypt edge 5 in this annual money no. Omoji 2 is a 3 at twice in no. It was more of local based players with El Ali. But also the dominance Endra Senegal Edema or Muna Kopa. I think and South Africa
in regards to Egypt someone saying
Tukwan and South Africa coach Emeki the example say it is high time this I've come free muno. See me South Africans near the Tukwan. And the reason why the guys and say on the first time I come team as a forward and on the level of
7:30 sports
quality or the bromo anymore and OGD say it is high time say South Africans where they ever mainstream Europe no more so be no that training that modern nyoma no more nyoma Europe no more gather be fanya them and family but Senegal hey, I can have before the start of the tournament. Okay, so they are the ones that are going to get to this stage, and for that, we'll be something between them.
We are more favorites.
We are more favorites.
We Morocco can be.
We are more. Just positive. I was just positive about those two. But you had much into the weekend.
7:30 sports.
We say look at Kirby short one.
Chelsea now. Almost for about 10 matches up against that is Arsenal. Or Muntivinia Day. And then Liam Rossinia. The first game. But it has the second game because on the ball shouting game.
On the ball shouting, yeah, it's in the second game. Okay.
And you could just see, just Arsenal took the lead. Chelsea came back, but Nipa meeting me, like I said, Chelsea crowd was the goalkeeper Robert Sanchez. The level of errors are Omeki, first two goals never were errors from that is Robert Sanchez. And after so much
7:30 sports,
not Chelsea about Chelsea ever give Nimuno Naston and or concede goals. And they be how me about Rossinia, I think will make positives out of that is this game, especially the attack. Anyhow, we'll see the economy. And I think it is early days yet, but he will just have a lesson learned in the league. Say Obejatum since the set piece is an advantage because as part of the press conference also any plan behind the mass set pieces and the EPL and set pieces has come to stay. And this is only plan behind.
Like careful,
so you pay attention upon a Arsenal within a year that is 4 minutes or 7 minutes. Not Ben White through a set piece. I think sir Liam Rossinia will have something learned or Endra game anyhow they consider the goals but the attacking options and Endra one player back Diagro Prano William Estavao and Copa Endra he was amazing to watch and the level of skills that Ekran, he's a Brazilian, so the least said about him that is the better. On the other hand was that is Abelua Nangasa character original on Ukraino, so who see most of the fans on the media and so I say who they say simpanye in Araba Coco cry and Tona coffee now who they say Vajabi Alonso no cry now Oko invincible that is Germany but no they are Babaduha now would be for us easily and Endra to lose to second division side.
It's so sad.
I think Madrid, yes, more about 11 to 10 players, 10 to 11 players are part of the first team now and out of the game. In terms of so far or more regular lineup, now bench. Most of them were in Korea now free that is the Castilla and boy any man the normal bench. But still gives no excuses. Sakamavenga will give Nimu, Salunin, will give Nimu, Vinicius Junior will give Nimu, Frank Garcia, Omunia will give Nimu. It gives no excuses. Some are able to by 3 goals to 2 against a second division side of Eddie film in the Copa del Rey.
Okay. Back here, that's planning Chimodi. Time here about Mr. American for the movie. I say, any Utimi, and you no Subabu pa na Wahon dinner to Messi Piesita. The message will be a Utimi and pay piano. Time here about Mr. No, Obiam Pebi and Tonamsa no, and a mountain appetite at the Bidiano, and it to malaria fever and so acid few amount, and no. ana general body pains nyina no nso ebetimi atu ade afi wonom so edemanti time eba me sane de obia nso empe bi na onom na intimi emmɔ no nti eno na me kanfo de ma obia no pɛ sɛ ɛyɛ do nwanwaso a abadwama so a yɛ kanfo enso ade ma obia no pɛ na bibia nso atimi ayɛ kama pa nti obia mpe bi no yɛ sɛ the time HH de aba na time HH no nso utumi enya bia no nso ɛboa na afei mo amofa ya mo abram odwunso ne be ye fi wo de ama ani ne se wutie mi a se ensansan go private part no se your ba na se be ma na private part ne ensansan go a obenya time echichi ne bi na no nso atimi abo ana ene sign support the immune system no general well-being de no ne aduro ba kwa ye kan fa mo bia ana modern mo wo mpam enso atimi abafom so de na so obehia ye time echichi ne bi na bibia nso atimi aye kama de manto bia mpe binto we kanoga for the abadwaman so a ye kan for the man opay se pebito ura pharmacy shop heba so bia no a also per time each ana time heba mixture no ye beton bi the amount ana so pinchi mu bia so a opedodo nso na etu a number no nie 0244 417669 0244 41 76 69 na on said to me aka time adre bi na bibia no ay kama dia mana amnya birthday quick one before so me twa me waba no mame wihye Uriel nana kunadu akuoku uti dinale so on say efi baby ba ko pe Uriel nana kunadu akuoku ene na wanya 1 year na efri o papa eno maame o papa nana yaw akuoku otumfo asen hene ana ne ba ene Uriel nana mechiao na minshao pa nso ana nana wife nso ye nana ye akuoku omu nyina na se yan wihye Uriel nana kunadu akuoku ya wish you happy birthday nana wanya udiwa woda wanya 1 year beautiful girl na o papa dia papa sitie kra dia na efe kra kwa o ma me so nim tie pa na nze ikushishia wa yi ase na they are very nice people inti Uriel nyini na nso ebeye panimpa said o ma me no papa sitie no musi donipa emanim sitie no saa na yebɔ mpa ye se Uriel nso benyini na nso aba beye panimpa intani mpa ba mimi ko pade na me ba ma oti nso so we so happy birthday GM and so we so happy birthday penti ebetwa wa be ba ensem ni nche mu nyina e krado wa say the local stories no nenso prince nso ba me hu ukọ babanya aranso a enya agudi kura hu se inter schools nso koso onu so de bi ro monitor den about monitor cause akoya mpadwuma ma no a obedi police ofiasa yakwa bana yetumi edi atoso edi amayebesi a
try and say my yensuro ane yen wo ho my comment free so ne yenyankopon ye dan no nti afi ye ni adoye nko an bedi echi Ghana Methodist asser Calvin chichemu ameko asofu panyin hanu ampa wasiedu na hwasefo amienu mpa ya fa hyebranas ayempa bokese ewade akwasi donko ne di eni opepon busumi Bishop Dr. Victor Saya Oda Family Chapel International ano na ye kasafo asenti eda dwumedie ne soni nyame di wanim kind da mo se wo ma edi kan se aduonu nsia ntichemu miensa na yenhya ya woda ne fiada etwato obusumi da etoso aduonu nkron ne aduasa anapa na wotwempa mu kosi awia prem to bre ewa mekom Calvary Methodist ene baba ya agudi bia ne ne di animhye bibi da wakoma so ana wo hwehwe ogie baba kase mfa ho ne asori a wokọ ana aku a woka ho eto yensa frɛ obia brabetie nyame asɛm a bibia mfrɛm baba mpa ya ejina nyame asɛm sa be hu ne nyame tumi kɛse a ɛyɛ adwuma de baba kase ho nkɔmɔ ma ofiefo nte keka kyerɛ wadwuma yɛfo na wo ba ne nja abusuafo ne wo fi baba kase ase jemeso ogie nkoa
ewiase
na ya na aden
mira na de speed be na ade makosai
speed be na o kan wasem yi
sa de ye kwa mini dodo a wudi ansa na wasi fom so na de o de makodo
dia babangida to me ye no babangida
sentia eye dua so dua herbal product na abedwa so foforo na
you na ye de hu ye
ai sa ohene ba o capsules na makoto bia meneme amama dwunso mu yawo ne mafichi kom yawo ne nyina atu atwai
ohene ba o capsules me be wi bi no mu ye o
sia ade sa o sorry dwunso ba 120 times ansa na ade a chi nyina atu
me jami Babangida eye memem kwendru abofra ondi infie edu wotwe ohu a ontwemu
sa eba no dwunso mu yawo afichiko mu yawo de na ya ohene ba o capsules oba timi fa bema timi fa etufo nko okanshi drugstore lane anasa any chemical shop pharmacy shop drugstore bia oso rehwe Babangida anasa ohene ba o capsules 0246354747 ohene ba o capsules
Babangida eye magani so
Can you imagine? This is also there for you. Abusia, me and Amika Masam say, Ka Eko, and Yabaho, and Yadisio. Abusia, baby, I will be a Cameo, Niamqua, Jeffrey Press Computers. And your top computers, papa. Open laptop, TV, fresh screen, come on. Batteries, projectors, CCTV cameras, setup of ICT center, Yawahoma, schools, companies, offices, hospital, Wabio supermarket. Now, person do near Menina, Egu computer, so, bra, Jeffrey Press Computers. Yawo Kumasi Bantima, GNTC wa, Yene Unity House, and a year and Hanimu. Ubetima Fred Jeffrey Press Computers 0244 026203 and answer 0502 747579. Bomodina Sobeba, Nobajini, my papa, Ediakwase. Money at you,
Accident Kenya men have been sunka a brefi group of companies. Esan say obu bi a brefi collections are pay anyhow to try.
Say your quality men's shoes, designer shirts, shoes, slippers, perfumes, bracelets, and then Yama this year's here who dear. A brefi collections one a year call.
A brefi collections was Safu Labor runabout. Atosu Kwana so Osan was Seba ko Bantima G runabout and a Bemu dish anymore.
A face say your pet be papa be adjudea who dear. Na ye obi ya guest house. Pon sans
obi ya guest house there asumdue bambo more day adan papa mu ye fe na mu conditions afa ni abedie ni bibi ye be ma wani age ewo obi ya guest house we Pon sans say udu IPT na fanya nche ni ase kwan so a obi ya guest house we ni so fees nyane kwa so na eba udu Pon junction a opa ya fa wonsa benkum so obi ya guest house ben o say to senior high school
for a brefi group of companies 0244 615441 and 0248381709.
A brefi group. Yes, sumu you.
7:30 sports.
All right, soon to back. I didn't say no to some, but Tozik was he. Ozavod Bokode.
Nankupon Dauma, Copa, and Senra, and Papa. Okay, Sena Yamayano. Yeniska. Eja ye de beda na Cynthia Seda na ya brebiadia no kase da na se so the divine selection accounts na o dia Seda ma e o kase no do na ne no mu compem ba yes sorry ne bi ma selection form
yes
it is a selection for dia so dia Seda ma o kase no
are you so I see Prince Boko there
Kopa bibia oko
chief commentator
plan energy
chief commentator
Prince are you saying to schools no course
Kopa course
na is o do stage bay
we are run of 16
run of 16
yes
okay me results ni bi ne and then games ni beba so ne
and games ni bi so to
enti run of 16 omo boni nyina wi na say enu na mbo bi ne anase ne no mu wram
and then I book games in your for round of 16
and then a run of 16 is chassis
and run a chassis
and be super twice on the
give it twice
okay
and sensible
I was saying there will be in systems there
who cares and so
last year who cares difference me boy this year you come will be at to say yes I seem safi you coach na yes abeji
inform mass and so
forget about mass omunya show you coach no oba obumema na say the last time we did na Gazali munyo
Abu Gazali obono from Titia na so twina
ono no wa media grow ga wuchu oni agro ho ada we what no di no ana woni no
oh say born there
agro from
Tragic
say why you be so am ehu nti na ye
yes
what you say agro from no say onya bia na bia we gas agro from no but why am wo say we hu bi
yes okay
anti but you nwura fa yuram na ye nhwe
yes Copper Enra say na run of 16 games no
and so it's me school your friend or air bosome free any side your friend Adventist SDA, and so it's me ball open game na game na day 2-1 in favor of air side your friend or air bosome free and I say school your friend TI Amas, yes, Amas phobia, and so any side your friend or man edition so game no and they 6-0 in favor of air side your friend or TI Amas.
Scholar in yes.
Oh, Papa Mubo.
Omonyadi ye cut teams now omonyadi o interschool also or my jibida.
There be one jibida.
Oh, doing or my hand will be drew.
Yati.
Into Yanko. And it's a dad out there, you're careful.
Yati. Yes, yet also South now, Our Ladies of Grace, and so HMT, A Square Fene Conediadom, HMT Conediadom Academy and Sound, HMT Conediadom et Academy, no South Night, just my et now, Emma, A Kumasi High, HMT Academy, no, Man Council, SHS, Ike School, no, and so any side of a new Edibiase edition, so good game, no, HMT and day, A 1-1 et was so a penalty.
Yes,
yes. And 4-3 in favor of a side of a new Edibiase.
Ike School, yes, almost an penalty.
Yes, also science and mass, no high.
And also Manco final.
Quarter final. Enti yento so Yeriam South na Dujem fee, yes, inform Dujem fee, and so it's me try side the Finesse St. Jerome economy and sa it's me St. Jerome and man can be okay or say chiche HR is Sasi Bontifo a canon 9, it's me Sasi Bontifo, it's me take canon bako South Nasin Hubert Sahus, it's me try side the Fed Jacobu Senior High, a canon Minuma Jacobu et a canon bako, Yeriam and the games a bit mato and saying a hon now, and so it's me Jache Pranso and upon Memorial and a bebo early kickoff Nabi Pierce Wetma car Anglican that's supercast and so next side defend Pentecost Senior High a bit man shaso South now Opokuwari and so next side defend Asaribidia con and so bit man shaso Trebua Kodia a Senior High so next side defend Islamic a Senior High Sakana say Isaac and so bit man shaso KSTS a Tiago School now and so next side defend Edra Anglican and so bit man shaso not Prempeh College and so next side defend and I said that they say Agric and I said that they say Agric SHS and so man so Fast Track Academy SHS and so next side defend Armed Forces and so bit man just na be more come at that's the last game for no and so a side defend Sims College and so ne ATI Mass Air Formula and so bit man just na say run of A16 games ninya and so it's my current copper and also to make a car it's me free and I say interschools.
Okay. And Sims Beshe TI Mass for mina.
Yati.
The best show mo 3-0.
Yati.
That is the best shock Prempeh.
Copper also surprisingly Prempeh qualifies none of the most goals qualify.
That is it. Anytime I use the word shock,
Mate.
That is the best shock
by Prempeh. No, is 0.0001. Say that yes, me win.
Many foolish and not pay. That is the best shock Prempeh. Now. Okay, so that's minimum.
Me sure me yen me. Qualifies no.
Should be.
I was say when ya.
No say and then a run of and then a run 16 and say but I didn't run of 16 no.
And I didn't run of 16.
And I said we 16 clubs so.
Oh.
And then we say 16 clubs.
Sir on ya chim.
Sir. Let's say me say 32 teams na.
32 teams.
Oh, Tozik. We 16 clubs so.
And about no.
But we say 16 clubs
ya chim.
I'm confused. And I was on one of 32 clubs now.
Shanaka.
Because one of 16
on say bullet beating back.
I'm surprised we 16 clubs. And we 16 clubs.
Salon win. And that's no.
Hey, some being.
Okay.
Can we the school for until I come on and educate you we know Kakentiono? Well,
but my favorite name Tiamas.
So on a budget competition. Yeah, no, same say.
Debbie Baby Jumo.
Okay. Almost baby June a biome say one Samamuno no de ko ban Samamu de mobile Nigeria for no the Bro Stadium. You be no we are no musu. Aye. Tolik.
Copper.
Yeah, in room.
I in room now. Emreno Conti. A blue light from Fantain and Anope na because of Yeniakitwa Prince and Diako Yara Sports Stadium and someone is quickly. Copper. Maming Emra and Seminum Name Fire and Semino and Tuja and Anope. Now, may show Seminos here free. Ghana ni Abranti and Ra Oko D. Afcon.
match between Nigeria and Morocco. Me patom we are seeing na ya started AFCON no. George Lamte in 1972 and ono and Ghanania otumi ekodi semi final game ewo AFCON ti Daniel lie answer to me and make history and me pato pay make history ama Daniel Lie so and ono so to me and make history to say Daniel Lie to me remu final and also kodi final game na openya your friend George Lamte 1972 odi semi final game no pay no and so tinedi and so I want by this time there only George Lamte Daniel Lie and so my pair semi-final 72 and I was here 2026 and no answer I am some kakra and now no pay a day amamo now my main question to go to Katina something go to Bobo no amo ase in Swatemai na kan no more left back be your friend Eric Osai-Bonsu Lebarante no ball onimbo and to say me pa to secure the signature of Ayabobokua me pa ato your friend in Swatemai omo left back your friend Eric Osai-Bonsu no you say wa Johnny Bobokua your friend FC Ashanti Gold 04 and to division 1 okwa bomo ama enema ansum ede to me akonkan kama pa to me ede amamo na mami connection FC eson say na no me nsemi betudwa say branch fan Samuel Osai ayekufo me pato bobo eku fan no aduana star show interest sansum na commercial sante kodoko etata hobi na ena anope entia minya from air doma chesa branch ya fan aye Samuel Osai kufo make say owo doma ayinkra oni MP4 enso ebesi nkonya na eje oma didi nkomo se nkomo ne konkan a obe ejoni aduana star say bobo ekonom atapoku ha o se setem ne kakran se Samuel Osai kufo me ekase owo doma sanso ana former enso atama mo strike fan Abdul Rahim ono anso se wa Johnny Mediema Sporting Club eye bobo ekono anso wantete for ensem eno anso so emfa amaye eye ena anope na me pato transfer deadline no edatena azali 11:59 p.m. and transfer deadline no also close our second round mo and also some kakra me pato and no pay ya di amamo also some on the show na mami kwa so for kakache no me den semi betu jata open your friend on Delali Anku wono and currently House of Folk General Manager na Kopa na no pay that sorry papa no or say wa resign ha the aircraft ababonten that House of Folk Boboko na say so more a man opportunity amo to me ebeye General manager over the club into Delali Anku me patron se so peno anso ada House of Folk pay for na aso ye papa he say wono anso eba be he jumedi obedi anso adeboa na brabo na they say openya ye a friend Julius say Ben wono anso na he say menya ntia say oba be House of Folk general manager na Delali Anku onom na openya Oshaya ma abranti afeno Solomon Agbeshi also etime ebe Johnny House of Folk bobo ekono ono anso ni intervention ena ma say goalkeeper no anso etime ebe Johnny House of Folk bobo ekono Kopa migusu House of Folk akatiwa na omabranti afeno Hussein Mohammed me pato peino wakasa wade ansam anso ide etime atudwa head of game omebone weekend e Ghana Premier League ne no me pato openye friend Hussein Mohammed ade ensam kakra anso atume ade atudwa enkotie Hussein Mohammed. Okay, try say benya sound no anso atume ade amamo enano presence Lebarante no ade ensam bebre atudwa niam atutom tenkotie Hussein.
Organized on the field and off the field. We have been talking to ourselves both on the field and outside the field. When we go home like this, we have been discussing about what we are going to do on our next match. We have to position ourselves at the right place. We have to do this, we have to do that, so that at the end of the day we can get the 3 maximum points.
and somehow a branch here friend who said Mohammed and some to me at the Atuja now me pacho some in 70 be atwa so and so ekasabe edifa house of Fokaya Bobo Ekono and so some ayadeho Yankotia Hussein Mohammed ne ansama okaya and so edifa house of Fokaya Timino.
We are having a couple of challenges on that, but as time goes on, we have been trained on that, and I know very well that inshallah is going to go. Our own duty is to reorganize ourselves and go to the battle and bag the 3 points again.
Okay, I know and Lebarante friend Hussein Mohammed and some to me attitude on Sunday mo and Bobo friend Dreams FC and a day up so now me part Dreams FC coach and so Akasa Wilfred Drummond former Accra Great Olympics player no one also Akasa Accra head of a game and Yankopon Aduma that now or more any Bobo friend Dreams that's a house of folk and some at the up so Ghana Premier League in no pay no Akasa Accra Yankoti.
We are back on track. And Dreams FC from last season has been the best second half performance, and therefore the hard performance we win last Sunday has really boosted the confidence of the team. Even as we look forward to the next game against Hasselhoff, another tall order, but we have to find a way to contain them. We have to find a way to manage this game. We have to find a way, to get something from this game.
Okay, I know I am somehow Wilfred I am dominant so attitude now Domon mami bisa way the match against House of Folk no boabo no kra no sign the team why ready ade akwakosia House of Folk na say kotwe na na me kosia House of Folk.
This Ghana Premier League is an trophy league, and we are seeing teams going to away games and picking results. Last season we did the same thing, so we are not content at all. Yes, House is a very, very strong team, and they are in good form. But we also know which areas that we can also exploit and we can also open them up. Yeah, so it's going to be a very tactically astute. We might be able, to adapt to one segment of the game. I need to be able to play with the ball and also to be able to play without the ball. So yes, I mean it's a game. Coach,
okay, I know I and some of your friend when Friday dominate Atuja House of Coach a friend Masawudu did it Dramani on some Akasaka cry head of a gamer Basso Eda Ayachna University of Ghana Sports Air Stadium coach a friend Masawudu did it Dramani Akasaka cry Edia Fa Boa head of a game no or more Abuabua.
The lessons from our previous games, and always our previous games are a strong antidote to our coming games. We look at the challenges that we envisage in those games. We look at the lining parts of those games, and then we also consolidate our strengths. And so we will still continue to keep our identity in terms of our strengths, and then the challenges that we had in those games are what we have been working on. And also we also have to think about the strengths of our opponents, because we acknowledge that they are a very force to reckon with when it comes to the league, and so we will respect that, and then we will stick to our strengths.
Okay, I know I and somehow pay a friend of Masawo did it Dramani attitude na me pato pay the sound some in 72 so Abraham Central for Ebisan say key moments by and I say me pato so for Kaya Bobo Ekono one more ebo a gamer me pato omo enso to me Adiremu Yankotie Masawo did it Dramani.
Aspect is making the right decisions in very key moments of the game. There are very decisive moments of the game, especially the way we set up our team. And so those key moments, we want to improve on our decision making. And we have been working so importantly in terms of the keys that will lead us to be able to improve in terms of making right decisions in very decisive moments of the game.
Okay, I know I and some Maswood did it Dramani and some Atujano House of Foka Training. Now me pato penny some can some kakra at the FA upsetter Tonebia players also a putty up our other matches no or say or check and him say on air Dutchano and the boys no and some Ebebo Momodin Abramo and the Dreams FC and so at the Pimso.
We have a consolidated team, and so we are a team. And so, whether you like it or not, these two players will not be eligible. And so, once players are not eligible, we try not to even focus on them. You know, even in training, we try to concentrate on those that we can fill in. Apart from these two, there are still others that are still also not available, you know, because of injuries, and then we have survived all this period. I think that it's a very shocker, but I think that now we will learn from that. You know, out of excitement, I need to be very modest, and then so that I don't lose my head.
Okay, and some opinion friend Maswood did the drama the attitude that was also Kasakra, and if a house of folk fans no and so Yankoti or pay no.
It is so super, and I think that sometimes when I see them in 5 places like this, I really want to, even on our way back at Afinia, we would make a group that stopped the bus and they had to sing to the players. They had to, that midnight around 11 p.m. of that night, you know, it kept me reflecting and it kept me thinking about what else do we have to do to make these fans very, very happy all the time.
Okay, I know also and some opinion answer to me attitude. Now, Mammy Kumasia Santico, Akachi Kotokobo Kuno, and Ra Atagi, Wamo Eti, a day. Now, Unilever Ghana, Wamo and Eja Omu, and you can say Rezon and Adiano Omo, and Omoso to me a provider and I say a producer at the Emma Aya Ghana. It's a money Kumasi Santico, and some to me a co air agreement. Omo Eba sponsor a Kumasi Santico. Yam Bobo Equality Asamda, a free Honsom Naba and nano pay to a tier for them all. Our Sika 89.5 Namepato Abra, and Unilever 4 and Soko Adako Ayajate, and then Place of King Como, and no Mudin Como, and then the quotes answer and a man members now more around no, or more and no more editing Comono, not Nana Appinkra, and some day or Nana Appinkra, and in some way to Abra, Unilever Ghana, and some Ecosa, Kumasa Santico. Bobo Ekono Awadako Jachi.
Yeah, with Kotoko, we help each other with promotions and everything that we need to do. And others are hoping to give you the leverage, the whatever you need from us, we will do it for you. Plus, you also reciprocate for the good work we are also doing for you.
I know I am Nana Appinkra, IMC chairman of a Kumasia Sante Korakonen Sam Kakaudia Tuja and so on Abra Unilever, Ghana, you say, Omapa on border, among Eba sponsor Kumasia Sante Korako, Bobo Econo, Namepato transfer window, no, Sanamidi Tujano, and a day exactly 11:59, and a day closely. Now, Bobo Quafen is so drum, all blacks are, is more else, 11-1, there's a striker friend, William A. Dankwa, a branch and a bono, only Papa. Into Omo and some Brantana Casavia, and what the Pino Babesia Kai at the Ama Swadro All Blacks are a Bobo Econom and so a day Sanso and a Nations FC, Mepatom, a right winger, a friend of Victor Ayodro, and some ordinary chair, Mediama Air Sporting Club, Nations FC, one more a right winger, your friend of Victor Ayodro, a say Mediama Sporting Club Bokono, and a Brantano, and so I had to make a joining Aya one more, Internoso Ayaka. And then I am pay a day, Mamo. Maminko Air Division 1, Access Bank, Division Air 1 A League, no, Mepato Made Air 16, no, Nankopon Air Duman, Edatana, and Air Sas Air Dendende, Mepato Asankare National, Wamo any war power, and I did Ebapum so Air Dendende, Sansum and a Tamale Air City, Wamo any out to you and so Edibesiani, and so some our Liu, Mama Sports Air Complex, or Sansum and Air Bobokua, your friend Yape FC, among some and northern air cities and some nebedi aya kasubom aya dendende awawa me patwa no some anya ezikra mameko aya zone 1B on Friday adotina me patwa brekum Arsenal wamo ane aya Legon City sana de abapem so Golden City Park exactly aya 3 p.m. and a game no anso abede ababa so dem BBA United wamo ansum ane aya Warriors for no anso abedi aya kasubom me patwa awa dem BB Presby Air Park and a game no answer baso sounds and a KAC Air Academy among some and Air Doma Unity and some Abedi Air Kasubom Air Sunyani Coronation Air Park sounds some and a mighty royals among Ansum and Liberty and Asa Tamale Liberty Youth and some the Ebeseni Air Dendente and so our air Maminko PM our Air Zone 2 that's now me pato UCC Air Youngsters among any Busan drafts Ebedi Kasubom our Robert Mensam Air Stadium me patron ne memory da so Ebony FC among some any police air nationals and some Ebedi Air Kasubom Mohammed Kamara Kamel Air Park Mohammed Kamara Park and me patron game no and some Ebedi Ebabaso on Sunday Sky FC among some any Wabokua your friend Kimfaza Babies and some any Besiani was St. Martin's Air School Park Samsung and me patron Elmina Shaksa among any new Biase and some at the Bepem so hey dendente awa enya easy me part of Future Stars and some never welcome 11 wise awo Jusu Okese park and a game no and some abebe so me part of FC Ashanti Gold 04 among some and soccer intellectual and some at the Besiani awo Lanklin Sports Air Stadium me part of Rose Park and so any session all stars and some at the Bepem so hey dendente awa enya easy crowd na me pato mami ko zone 3 on Saturday Golden Air Kicks amonso and na God FC and the ebesiani sanso and na Golden Air Heroes amonso and me pato Hakeli FC also at the bapem so awo air kukwantumi ohine adan Hakla FC. Hakla, okay. Hakla FC. And so Kukrantumi, Ohine Parko, and a game no answer by the Ebabaso, FC Nania, among some and a City, and so at the Bapem so I dendende on Sunday, me pato Accra Lions and so and Atram Division, and some at the Bapem so our Cross Sports Air Stadium, sounds some and a Homestars, among any Babokua, your friendly great ambitions, and some at the Besiani, our Air Ho Sports Air Stadium. Samsung and Accra Great Olympics among any international allies. And also inter-allies and so at the Bapem so our Tessie Magdan Astro Air Tafino so our enemy part game no and so about the Ebabaso or United and so any wafa at the Ebapem so a car Randolph Air Park Samsung and a true democracy or more ansum and a simple for no FC4 and so at the Bapem so our knee a J Okreku the second sports air complex and me part of game no and some about the Ebabaso Copa Emraniko na Maminko Aston inter area community tournament no semi-finals and na ebi ekoso and etwaso me part of K omrom omo ansum ne bon omo edepem so no 90 minutes ni obi ahye ne nonko baako na penalties no bon ayi K omrom afimo 4-2 on penalties and omo catchom so dugu bye bye omo nkofie no omo nkodi omo maame and omo yere no mo nsom nya de aduane sanso and ne dai me pato menhia and alaba hey menhia and alaba and ede epem so awo kunadu yadom Astro Air Taf no so kopa me kwa me fa nko Abrafis collections akache esa center de papa de opebia sha ese ma brafio ene so tumi ede woni che designer west no na ewo wiase baby bia no raho na me pa to kokoje de o ya be ma pejin so peshu sansum na wa pe trainers slippers ene ade nyina no o kwa obenya bia to perfumes assault no wo adibia de aba o se me kan cho so o asafo Lebar odi wani eche atonso ayakwan so no onsa benkum so be ho no ofi atonso na aba nam o ya ben Lebar roundabout na me patron sam nifa so obe ho no me patron banteman so oni bantema bem no ene di enimhwe o se me kan cho se wonya visitors efra manane anasa mamafo finkran ebia kumas anasa sunwane ne boase ababesa no mo pe bia da memfo mo nko bia bia guest house Obia guest house me patro special air car park security tight workers in their well trained air condition rooms nkwa ceiling fan your air konkwa enti bomodia se me patro unya hoho a we don be call Obia guest house me patro frema brafing I was 0244 615441 0244 615441 0241 and also 0248 38 1709 0248 38 1709 na me pa toni ma brefi enso entwetwe enkomo Copa Lebarante.
All right, Tozeke edase pane stories are also the gu odi amena Ibiru Sanse ni nyina mu na ya hwede wumbia Brake was Brake for the stories be bring out to the
story you go
but and the Simpsons so boss so we are away a mass for me now yes a mass for me now
the interest
who say young one to back roots
yeah
I say yeah Guardiola oh
e ma Guardiola no
nti ono am diagro but satisfied dia ga wutu die ana wodi ni diagro no
ana mo bo from na man
oh you be some bet
ma say oku cry anto me am ba de bia no ma say shop cry nye bini na
say be so you answer grab
say you
e me diagro
and time ya
time dey last game
sir
last game now games on how many say 2020
on 2020
na we mu dia ko last year okay
2020
well yan share
they be do na
it's my 12 for while say come boys in support
and last game the bear from
for baby
sir it's a fan phone
so bana ko mo bobi o bana master ti bobi nti yo say dia jachi prams ni upon memorial bana bi o mo bo nti be he
perhaps no
omo memorial ana Kumasi Anglican so ni Pentecost senior high school omo fo nya dia fu
opoku
so ni asar de diako
no he be say gra mbom
ana tribu akodua ni Islamic
match
KS Kumasi SHTS and KSTS okay omo so ni Ejrama Anglican na Prempe calendar dia say some match am say Prempe nya very careful
so I don't know dia say for
that is for omo stubborn obetima surprise Prempe and fast track and so any armed forces neighbor now for the big match near since ni TIA mass for
the big match here
since ni TIA mass for me
and no and the big match of the day
yeah say any match of banners at bench match interest no so pa so bia person always game baby
so here probably with the exception of armed forces wasn't combat the yellow na we ba no mo ha ni nyina no ye more or less do na ye consistent tournament who day in and day out who
yeah omo he
Robo yellow
okay
and because apart from media
Albion forces
wa ba ho kakra mo decide no you who ma jachi pram so Kumasi Anglican opoku a twene bo akodua the last time ko hebu no
yes
Prempe College and it's
fast track and
is one of the schools are
above final twice the last 2 years above final wow inti
enyizo
we can ask
I now agree with Copper
above final twice so we need back
the match
inti the match say almost match for me now for back 10-0
yeah do there
but me for you back as
only coach back as
so monty groups
so mo yan say 5
or 5 cry or 5
and I want to say it you know
and ne 6 moments any amas omunya defo me fa ne to so na Brake hwe omunya defo omunye o remind boy amas nya defo
just my Kumasi Aisha
Kumasi Aisha just my
our ladies of Greece
our lady of Greece nti almost
amas na show or remind 6 goals one boy back go hat-trick game
me video me no social media no so na obo hat-trick wa kwa nsa say so obo hat-trick
Adujamfi come Adujamfi da so mo
Adujamfi omo so ye one team am sure mo
okes
omo so ye one team am sure mo
okes na no ntiti kona dos
omo okes ne sas bonti ufu sa area galamsi no mo ya de sas bonti ufu nti se okes no 4-1
enya de so nya kwa enkuti
bi enya de
ko yejuma ko piska and crest an kurubiza no ko so akofa
some accord me tell akwa yi o sasa do that
on we are bia na adwin wo so ba ko piska o hurem man kan so Ike school no
o se no apprentice go muntimi mo
o nya de
o jaga su mo
fi o nya ya no mo fi this nyoma we dey bia kan wan se it has provided o man no nyoma be
7:30 sports
sisi ya no how I be see a brand na attract the level of attention and sponsors na day I be kakra how also taking advantage in making sure say from this stage as a country the mrabi ebe chechere nkora in terms of development.
Yeah.
So ebe a bit me grooming omo ahano in football no.
Okay.
Ahano. And only in football no. The course and only in football no. The academy and only in football no. These Ashanti region and only in football no. It's some way no say a chechere how can no say mrani day. Echo.
Okay.
So at this stage maybe I won't mean say at this stage I won't mean say so it would help us groom them, make sure say we will be seen to their development because we are the core regional and the core next level of that is where we should be paying attention to. Okay. You could see most of them are also in the juvenile national teams where they almost here kind and always we've seen clubs also picking players from the guy I will free Kotokoba Hatsufoki. No, that is Amas.
Damina, yeah.
So no Amas. I don't know. That time you know I the Kotoko. I'm not or the few of the call. That is Accra to folks. So and then when you are Kopa, I'd love to go and have a game. My day. I compare especially some I say, sir, Adiana or my year in the last two of this competition. So I met twice. So it will be they do the next stage because they form a team and only Lady Nekasa. I say a team I be school no na day a womb but it is a team but they are in the school. It's almost that transition the free a year from 1 for so any this period yeah that you will be about finals you know and I think say Oje back with the Kasa of
Sandra
yes I'm in the church and you will be try and we'll be enjoying them but all my who matches so we do that level no and Poku are any then also okay smooth Omanana yetahu and then means what do Jemfi so atiako
Jemfi ombejiba ombe na they were performing pa omonso
ombeji mrebi
so ombejibe to be cry say
so ombeji mrebi anamos said that must fine abini ade hadi omkra dey so ombeji to aso but that's
so ombeji back to back
but as and say you said that who at where it matters most of this competition competition about corner fans go up
okay meaning but when you mutual ticket you mutual ticket the be stadium hoye man
mutual ticket and sana ya free fee but so nyina
asakuram so it means they doing what you born you castle uni ya a bit my we can find a way to bring people to the stadium
for per ball Ghana for ninja tennis Ghana for ninja rugby Ghana for ninja golf hockey ball boxing
7:30 sports
in most of union colleagues boss okana the tennis e babontin kakra
okay
una ujim tennis they be tennis so my tennis updates near daddy so we love our football
what can say Australia open has it Tiago Cantara also yeah
boss we love our football yes. We love our boxing it's body the omani wo humpa na de na mo mutwe mo ho ye how I run the ball no any say omo nyina na Ghana ni bia pesa still na Ghana no and what's when it comes to football you don't want to see Ghana say or struggle international be born in Mpe
okay
I'm telling you this say enkayen kotoko ne house no dominating wins over these other clubs I tell you they wouldn't need any big player to go and watch the game. They be a Hobeyema. But because they are not winning, she has a full situation on women's this year. And they general manager
uncle
or say Oko. They are serving a transfer ban, and in those transfer ban are some of players we are aka ebi 2 months, aka ebi 3 months. Like I beso Safundi Hamza in community and family because there was any agents now sorry gidi
okay
so my brand and day and more heart and for that Sika will say he would want to find another club for the boy but he is the face of the House of Folk attack
yeah sure
and then he would want to leave meaning say the coach Masoud Didi must start again.
I don't need a problem.
And if he's left with about 2 months or 2 or 3
and contract
yet, it means the coach must start again. And today we are all corner. Now was saying, I say Moses, what do any more? Near catches and Tokobia day is which or not Dimerica. No assassin Baba Solvos and Toquano. On some continued days, so as what contributed to your man, Ama or Mointiman used to days at the moment of moving promised land. Nay, dear, Yanchin sign. That is how our football has been. In Tene, or court no assassin. Could you believe that has? Yes, your league, yes, the only time we need 2 matches, and the Atraso was the 3rd and the 2nd and 4th game.
Okay. Dreams,
Crayon and Babo, Yambo, Chennai, Ekaho, and I Airbus 11 wonders.
Okay.
And Hearts of Oak has not said in terms of goals, Omatra, and I wish 3 goals credit season. Omashabakwa, Omasha 1, 2 at time. Omuntimin tra and call that is 3 goals. Okay. And their talisman, I almost striker, has just
7:30 Sports
months in his contract to leave, so they would have to refresh. And Nanka, window ya ebie dia mo me, they are 7 pound or 2. It's born a year Krumano. As if you are making a progress. But you see, even as if we are making a progress. No, I say as if because has a Champions League or best Shabaku, other teams be at the same day. Mamu as on Beshe, as on Mubakwani, no Masai, you can't get that consistency. And that inconsistency, I am bored, and I'm a supporters near day at the sign on which. Okay. And no, and I'm a supporters here at a sign on which, and no, and I'm a sika, intimate free revenue, no moon day, and banning from Bambi Ratim. And they has Crame who say, or more NCC, is making a case up against that's Legon Stadium, no where they almost in terms of areas and in terms of Sikasema, or Mubo game, or Monside, Eka, and no one winning, no, Adibia. Boss, and Ansana Yendu, and these things needs to be settled.
So my question is kind of 5 months. No, Saturday, or some 1 year.
Oba, and another a Watara, Wadam for Watara, a Cassa, a no, and a bomb of the Anjama, Soma Bessie day. It's me at night because when you're injured, only making sure say or be pushy for medical care at the Amasuluma Bessie. And then they has the folk has had a peace of mind when it comes to their goalkeeping department. Yeah, for about 3 seasons we okay. Now we babeda. Now say we bolongi babeda. Now we babeda. Now we film. Now we film. Now Kwesi how many babeda. But in about the last 2, umunya sa asumjena consistency. Even when the nation is number 1 anyhow, almost second choice goalkeeper Solomon Agbesi has been fantastic. A man for Kwaye Raise say he should be able to be starting ahead of that is Benjamin Asari. Now I can in just 5 months that was also already okay. So making a progress. Yeah, or see assassin by each never solve your my way.
To be crazy see because transfer
band.
Yeah,
7:30 a cut across
all the teams,
virtually all the teams. I mean, because Adriana is making changes in Nomabi.
The business they call so they not say
now not over signing. Oh, now not about this week here. The level of players are. A year about 2 suffered about 6 to 7 players, and it was not only based of contractual issues. It be a discipline act, and it be that is quality in terms of how also we they game, and it be contractual issues. Yeah, some buyers who are saying that it's Simba.
Yeah, some more.
A leader in Kotoko was saying. Now, you see, Mammy Chung had been bad way so, and I don't know. I can tell I can buy on a routine to just one club, which is Manchester United. Okay. Now the kind is first not a day, so but it's a Manchester United captain is in the transfer. It cuts across big clubs. First, no, not a day.
Big club,
big club, big captain.
The captain.
So news must oko. Because Ansana won't go through the captain no boss. One na bibiswa na dia do that stage. But then a captain of Kotoko. Oko. Oko that easy.
I don't know who's the captain of Kotoko. Because I discipline issue.
Yeah.
Justice blame.
But first, as a big club, imagine an early captain. This is what bar no abre.
Felix and I will come fast.
Imagine like captain for no crown. This is what bar no abre and sana where they every ho. But we there, and yes, be an more than conquer the contract issues. No bad news from transfer no. So and also a clear indication. I actually say team no a day about form. I'll take you back to Europe. We have seen John Terry being linked to many other clubs. Let me just Liverpool.
Yeah.
Chelsea. Yeah, just but
better.
Yes.
They will do everything possible
to keep it. It will be another carpet. It will be another bus. See, a pay bro for Libya. Mohamed Salah Libya. Yes. And when Namasio and Namasie say Dasro. But how many times did we discuss the transfer of Samba at Skotoko? So we feel her.
Yeah, so
even on our platform here.
Yeah.
And boss, these are all contributing factors. Actually, will say, I didn't know a buffer. Those are so folk, leaders, no captain now, do glory days,
Abana say, Abba, break Abba.
Glory days, now, to me found some cohort.
You dare not.
You dare not. You dare not. And it's not as if Heart of Folk has not seen 2 or even equal goalkeepers winning that before. They've had records of goalkeepers, about 2 of them pray for that number 1 position. But Benjamin has few, Agbesi has few to leave. So there are tiny aspects of Sanumoya, and also indicate this about not only with stadium attendance, not only with a year that is the face of a club, not only with coaches and then also the quality of their players, but these minor things are also contributing factors. Actually, I will say, young born, there be a day. Abafo, ultima.
All right, back here, that's MPK course on the Kakana. You're ready at your phone, but my main colorist, Ben.
Okay,
but about who offended Ben.
Okay, is he so here?
Is he they say no, our pound for pressure on the super.
Oh, cafe,
chairman, Papa no, we need Papa Ben, my main chairman. MPK course me. Hello,
Papa.
Tuga.
Papa, na Papa, o sha no abeja fo nyina mo boy juma.
O sha o.
Ko mo na mudi no, emu ade wu. Papa. Na nya atama, ko bia santo kotoko. O de wo ya free palestine be pum we. Bia ko free. Yentimi ton. Ha dwi se kotoko ne at no. Enye traditional team ya. Se o secondary school. Eya na reho. Good and be fast, especially good service. Now share 8 million supporters for the past investment time. That woman 8 million and then see a bobo. Yes, me 5,000 krana. That's how we make it. Yeah, in no football and move. And I come here and say, more money in the open. More money there. Which you for pay a man of the time to see. Now, for 1 year, dear, some fan of the country. And then rain up to the 10 and that you one press and back sign you. Every a pathway and your man, yes, saying Takaka. Because an African club by or Juma, and so Juma now born. And you pay at the end and 5 what what kind of baby? What's your gymnast? We are 1 year for a company for a month on your work with. You're quite not you supported here. I dare say you supported 8 million supporters.
740 sports.
Some back on somebody number because of the and she found Mr. Nancy any day and I did that for together no more. If you don't percent any punishment. Omu Nigeria for na omu na omu bo host next na omu kopa na na ko omu go omu nya wu oni nya nya juma boss.
Okay, can say together say MPK ala course be 0544 24 40 40 ne nkasa. Hello.
Papa Lebarante
International Anane from Kunsu Kodokru na boko there.
Oh Papa, na so wan ka so you media anya bi ka na ka.
Asa for we near over high. Oh, high.
Oh, and you let's take you. Now, Ramadi, Papa, Minsan, and rather Naka, Mawari, Camera, Quantum,
Gabedi.
Hey, and come Na and the very Vanita board, okay, telling the spot on Sky FM. Now, and I remember Nabato, what I say, I was saying, for a cat water. Then let's see the day part in this case, Father Stas, like the beach, and to drive for 12 minutes. Remember, I thought the West Nabato. And I was going to go who there, 72. Then drop charge the farm, that money, I am with us every year, and waiting Nabato. Then drop my member to get that you like Nabato. Then drop him now, the boss, and also a chicken, and drop five, my member Nabato. Now, the dinner for more, I some secret over Panatia, Atuko Jago. Let's have a poor opportunity. Now, also said, oh, I'm not one of our. And tonight, I lose number losing the window among our players, and I don't mind that local editor with some qualify a cofana, and to drive the copper. Now you have to make the papa from the same granite, you have to go that essence has you. Hey,
and I know cancer man of you.
Hey, copper, and right here.
Oh, cancer man of paper over.
And rather copper, and then you have to go do. And then you have to go papa.
Okay. And I hear that. I'm in so hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Mario.
We didn't baby like I said.
Never my pasopa. Na rare man who pa tu gadinya. We are the two men sapena omo kase ana mania ja. Ya kwa brikira. Man you who ka na mania je. Just who ka na mania je. Ya din ka pa ni re.
Yes, I know we are doing supporters chairman, yes sir. We did jumper.
Na rare for na ka so munya hu afi na kasia pa na eba. And in fact, Ghana so nyame adma ka azufu. Yama bepa. Munya mi adwuma.
Okay. You say good morning from Kofi Ajima Blackman. He was watching the show live in Cloud of Mame Airport and he's Starboy. And I was say from in Fancy Sevilla, Referee Danny Lai, I will rate him 8/10. But they should give him most of grade A and B matches to improve and build his future. I'll say he has a bright future ahead. It shouldn't be like shining and hiding him, but give him top matches and games of tension to build his capacity. Greetings, honorable wisdom of Sai Boama MC Achimangwa Beja South. And I will say watching you live, the Ghana's young Konkwana from Kusuko Yukum Deno. And I will say watching live from Gospel Baba Shop, opposite Kandahar Sports Amakum. Congrats to Arsenal on their victory over Chelsea yesterday in the EFL Cup. And here they are also there, but now Abbas Boko.
Yes, munti you because you soon because we are saying ante na de kwa so kwa de zero mu dia safuni leba kan ho
sese
so ozom du besi high school junction no mo sa lodu asko bruwe om du besi asko bruwe no mo lodu asafu leba if asafu leba de okoro ma no do ko keje tia no ko chesa de na di chi bi om keti bi kan ho
asemu
ade chi bi om keti bi kan ho ade chi bi om keti bi kan ho nti o de o munye duom be yi bia na wiase no asembi wa anyira ente na be yire anyira ente
this a year sana
tise time
asemu
na yenu bi se be ko akoji se be yirate
okay
ye be ko akoji se be yirate because koba
ade afetu obia
na ade no time no mde ye no enye hours dudu o
anopanya mu ye
anopanya nwumre hours bi no ma chem no mde ye sa ade no eti mu ngo se leaders no eni ntimo chem so motro ene manhia na assembly bi boa ukotafo woni de ukokunta woni de afede mo chicha asko woni afede mo chicha mu ko mo ntimi so fu problem
ne ma say
afede ne ma ye west it is mu ye make ko si say on be do mo di hujuma anase obibisia o mo se cram no on be se cram na esi no mo beto di cram siana esesu ko ese e fe cram road isend ya dika ka esesu road ndie abani fa cram road me to nyemu se cram road
asamo
ko ekum nipa edi nipa wu ase ka asem nipa sinya asa o mo fa ye ho phobia ho na wi ase ubu nsuo fra diesel diesel no esa and I don't want to say nsuo this one so nsuo fra and makes you emfra this and baba dasoro guani na ye adwuma na ka no de ko na ye adwuma na ka de ko na this is sa na bonsi nsuo na wase no ti ade ye ka mo hwe sa na sam ne ba wa be na busuo fra petrol so and enye yie o spark ka no ko enye yie but this is the emfra okay this is road nsuo fra nsuo guma nsuo ni jene baby nsuo jene baby so ati ase eti esre wo asem ya ka mo pese on betie nyame adom akira house of folk
such an bomb game
nyame adom akira ye break game and when you come back to office say leak features no my chance and the fala say
ah mo ma che
dreams fala say
dreams on be show
on bank of we say mo timi she wo confirm she
mo nkura mo nsunku
e mo fala dia say be say say ti ma fala e say ni 4 ni say 3 wo say fala say
na mo timi she dreams
ye be net mo she dreams this ye boy homoden
somebody more than tea na nti mo training
ada bi fala na de so no de me no nya adwene
sa
ndabi nya fala
enti mo ntimi nsho mo ana
ye bet ma she dreams ba nya fala
okay ati
o ja say fala ne de ngofo nya no fala o mo she say we ya chinse bebrebe every 2 minutes bi ana na pengam ya meeting 2 minutes mjana na namse na meeting no e be do suru do every 2 minutes we are meeting on be scope e zo TV pro no mu ya meeting so no mo san ko no meeting o me we no mu ya meeting afia po match no kra ndi tari square namse na ya go do go ndi meeting no good meeting za na wa brentamu o sa ba so die na bo trebe yi eti de ka se na me adom cha supporters ne cha nso ya match ne be ba so 3:30 na le go fo no ne kika kan sensem
yes mo de kabi
e ka no e ka no mo betena se training nyese park ne ka wo
e training
na ye ko ye ni ma bi kakra bi wo mo e na iska kakra beto 15,000 e na iska bi 15,000
me ka mo za ka 10,000
50 ani ye no mo be ka se ye bobo bo no a ye bo wi a na mu ye tua ne kakra mo ati ase ye tua de kakra ma mo afa na mo za se ye de buka adisuma 30 gram mutiti
incident na from
edin drum ze de ka enti ya me aduma cha supporters nya sha no so se match na basu legon wa
okay
e basu legon wa ni wiase no se odo ade atu no avant tu ya ukopra wa na bebre
okay
ebi na leto tutu ye no se supporters ye sha no so se league no encourage
mbetima jiu
league we
mo beji ana
ana league we se ye sports se me aduma che bogum se ugom na BBC wo go to for ikrom no se wom
ya we de bia no
na kenye den
ko na se vision yo ko die
na kenye den masa na kenye go yen fo na go ga diego kenye ga diego ara
em ya so amanta em
eti go ga diego
ka collect no obi ka
abo zami fight for my right em ya me ka so ma me eti na scatter sina ma me dwane nya unti no dwane o wa fight for the right wo dey any advantage what I say so ma me eti na BBC na ma mi dwane a enye wachi na ba na o se na tinti na o dwane o wo dey any advantage on run for the life it is house of folk ni fight for house of folk tim bia be ko for house of folk so le enye
so ma me eti
na BBC na ma mi dwane enye unti na o dwane oji buma ono na e dwane
or fight for
do any advantage
and to what hedge there and we advantage
man
cause o ma mi dwane say o so nya bi
enye unti na o dwane what I say it's your house of supporters you fight for a club no se BBC na media ma na BBC na asia hye na police na tweba na cruise dia na say ho
okay
na mo pressure na ye more what's ani yakwe ni mgwa and that's what does Johnson am yard man obey the leaf features makase o mu hwe ni yi sa big clubs na yebo Friday Saturday no Saturday say no kra
say no crew say no me confirm ma
na me say na me ka e dia no job
e for website wo eni eda website
Hasibo Friday
Hasibo
Saturday media me Saturday
go start kodoko so Saturday 3:30 and a vision ni media man so 3 PM on Saturday
edi edi so be sa
omo nenim do omo ye
ya adi ya edi pass san nantia ya se nantia se yakwa echi o ya wona ntia sesa ku yachi e ma esa ba yanim ene wona ntia sesa ku yanim man ye ba se o mo sesa football na fi kwasi ada no e de akoyen ozo o mo nya ne ma ye na o mo se football no
abasi ya da se pa se onso ba nti ye di si na breakthrough with evangelist Kwesiwa and to also Prince and a production the morning certain in case of the interschools at the MIA abeja phone so by a firm copper na me boa what's na Friday be sa bani abe boy jai na ya be to so dem nti na me so bia na me nka obia nyankopɔ do fata yi because wa hwe so ene 15th of January enye easy o abase safi as e bia last week by what say car me fa wuni ade baye ye da so tiase e bia didem nteche se nyame ayi bia me pa me de aka me se me danya ni abas me cherish chen bibia
sanati konkwa ene anwodin ene ye face
yes
ya ka bia ya adwene ni nyansa na ade beye ti nyame boa na se woda sori na sa anwodin owo nkwa owo na ade aseda ma nyame de wi asenso so no de sabio wadanya ni a onu so wa nya ni ye nyese ana nka ope no
yes
so wi ase de nyame pes and oye enti saa ne wi ase ne ye betenam enti bibia mu papa mu boni mo se fa se danya den ma no enti ye ne saa me giri ye se ebeboa ya se tenam because wi ase no da bia me kan fi ase wi ase ya achewachew enye straight achewachew ya e ko straight na sintrase na branch ko left na branch aba right na wa bobipo na wa sane na saanti obeye wo saa obeye wiase ne saanti wo de nyama bototo nyama wo saa na ama wa adwene na ekuta wo na usuze bia ga wo tie na nya na wo saa wo de ne yadan eh tisana ya me ye wiase se de betima tenam ya wo ni chihye
mani jade chen wo che bibia
e basa
ya da nyame ase
na hwe no mai wo do ba bia nua wo ade ba chia hwe no mai yidide no mu yinga ya ni jio tuntum nyame ade achi tuntum nyame enti ade chie de masa ade chie no pa
ya cherish
ase odi aseda emanya nkopon na obo ade no anu mu say yes ade bo obo ba wi ase no yenso ya de aseda ne ayeyi emano
a cherish